on.
Flare on.
Oh, we are live.
We are live?
Heck? They tell us, nah, you guys ain't
Okay.
live. And then we're like, just kidding. You're live. You're live. All right. Yo, what's good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Tuesday Night Brolic Games. Let's get it. We're very excited today. We're going to have EBO2 in the meta.
Yeah.
Very exciting. EBO2 definitely shaking up a couple of things, looking pretty good. But let's get the preampliaries out. Let's make sure that we know about next week. We are going to be having a this Saturday, actually.
Yeah, it's this Saturday.
It is this Saturday. Massive tournament over at Space Station. Really looking forward to that. Brolic putting on some awesome events. That Treasure Cup this Saturday is going to be sweet. It is going to be streamed, so make sure to tune into the Saturday stream where we'll be streaming pretty much all day long. We're getting started here pretty quickly. Looks like Haru's already got life. Looks like Andy has decided to reshuffle up. And we've got a little bit of a menace on the field. 2 green-purple Luffys.
Yep, as expected, going to EBO2, everyone's gonna, I want to play GP Luffy. I want to play GP Luffy.
It's true.
Yeah.
GP Luffy does look like the deck to beat right now. There are definitely some hard counters to it, so I'm interested to see how kind of the mirror match goes and how some of these other matchups go as the meta kind of shapes itself in North America here.
Yeah. We were not expecting people to get their hands on GP Luffy this early because, the prices are so expensive for those cards.
Yeah, they are still insanely expensive for all of the cards. I think I saw SEC Luffy's are going for like $80, $85. Makes no sense.
Yeah, it's
crazy. I'm not sure where people are mathing the mathematics. But looks like we're starting off on Andy's side. He just decided to either take, I'm guessing he's taking first and playing one Dawn and passing. Haru getting off to a good start here with the Merry Go. I was going to say Merry Go Round, but I almost, I caught myself there for a second. Merry Go, kind of a new interesting game changer for this meta. It's for that Straw Hat Pirates being able to get
get a draw. And then if you have less Dawn, you can boost your character up to 2 costs more. So it's a hand reloader. Yeah. It
also is really probably pretty good against black. Looks like we swung a 5 here, deciding to playing out that Frankie we were discussing earlier. If you have equal or less Dawn than your opponent on play and when attacking, you get a ramp 1 Dawn.
Correct.
So good start for Andy here, being able to take his life, getting looks like a 0 cost event.
It's an electrical Lunai's, it
seems.
Yep.
A little bit of spice in this deck.
Okay, so Haru decided to play a Zoro here, searching up the 6 cost SEC Luffy, the $80 SEC.
Yeah, expensive card, big money. Yeah,
we're going back to the Katakuri times where SECs are $80.
SECs are now $80. It looks like he was able to swing there for, I'm guessing, just 5 was taken. Andy's up to this 5 Dawn as well.
Yeah. Okay, Andy is looking like. Okay. Yep. This is the hand that I get when I play this deck. You get 3 of the blocker Sanji 2Ks, and then no Sanji pudding on 5. I think this is just done for.
This deck has a lot of outs, it feels like. There's a lot of ways to play the deck. Having the counter couldn't necessarily be the worst thing. You could have worse things in your hand. But
no, it couldn't be that worse. It could be worse than that.
Yeah, I mean, that looks like 5 2Ks and 3 events. I mean, he's trying to do math in his head, but the math doesn't really add up, and he is quivering and quaking in his boots.
Yep. Sounds about right. I think.
Now, what's that 5 cost in his hand? That is
It's a Frankie, Franosuke 2K.
The Franosuke 2K, sure. He could get a little bit of rush here going.
Yeah, 5K rush. Yeah, this is very bad for Andy right now.
It's not the best. 7, it looks like, right into the leader.
I think
Haru definitely has some counter, but is he going to take it? Decides to take.
Yeah, what I know from GP Luffy
7
is
again.
You just go aggressive. I mean, you also aggressively take your life because with Gum Gum Giant, the most broken card in the game, you just cannot die after one life.
True.
Yeah,
it is true. All right, looks like we got 2 7K swings in there. It looks like the second one was countered out of, so that's good to keep and preserve that life. Going 6 into the 4 just lets it go immediately, no questions asked. Doesn't even have to really think about that one.
Yeah, it's definitely a Sanji Pudding play here for Haru.
It is that
Yeah,
time.
he's
it is
already
that turn.
Yeah, he's already
There
so
it
up
is.
in this game.
Man, Sanji Pudding so good.
So leader ability
leader-
here.
Yep.
Dawn -2, restanding 2, and then gets another active Dawn from Sanji Pudding.
Crazy.
Crazy good card.
You know, Sanji Pudding, one of those cards that I think is actually going to be prominent in not only the GP Luffy, but also the black-purple Luffy. I think that card could really do some work in that deck. Just being able to get those Dawn back so quickly.
Wow, Haru dropping the second Zoro Zero here. It's
Wow, lots of searching.
Yeah.
Being able to go Sanji Pudding on 5 or on 6 Dawn and being able to play a 4 cost is crazy.
It's like a 9 Dawn turn, and your leader is a 6k leader now.
Yeah, wild.
Yeah, crazy deck.
Yeah, huge deck.
Only this set though.
Only this
Yep.
set.
When OP11 comes
a
out,
little bit worse. with-
OP11 comes out, and then it's gonna be it's an okay deck. I mean, another purple Luffy deck, right?
Another
Essentially.
purple Luffy deck.
Yep.
Yeah.
Another Luffy deck with purple. Okay, Gum Gum Giant.
I think that Bandai just loves just throwing purple and Luffy together, and and they're like, oh, this works. We're just gonna keep printing cards with purple and Luffy, and we'll give them every color combination under the sun.
Andy's stressing out
he
here.
is the main character, so it makes a little bit of sense. Andy is definitely stressing out.
Yep.
Flashing us
Did he drew
all
into
of
the
these
fourth?
2Ks.
Look at him. Look at him. He doesn't know. He's like, I don't have a way out of here.
I am so absolutely screwed.
Yeah.
I have found actually nothing in my deck yet.
Yeah.
I am laughing tremendously. Look at this hand. What a fucking horrid hand.
Oh
Please,
my gosh.
The Sanji with 6
Yep.
Dawn.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
no.
Yep. Using leader ability, just
Leader
swing
ability
8
swings. That's 8. That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
plus 1k from the ability. Oh my gosh.
So Haru is deciding to take. I mean, he is being aggressive, which is great. Giving +2 to his Sanji here.
Not
What's
like it
up,
matters. There's no removal in GP Luffy.
No,
so.
there's really no removal. But
Yeah.
you know, there that Zoro, the new 4-cost Zoro that lets you to tap. Maybe that has a break point. Yeah, it's 4 or less.
Yeah,
so,
it's
I
4
mean,
or
it
less,
doesn't
so-
really matter.
I mean, it maybe matters when it's rested because there's electrical Luna, but well, I mean, you just have it there, so you just
the
boost it,
electrical
right?
Luna, I just don't
Yeah.
know what. Andy does have 2 electrical Lunas, it looks like, in hand, so I'm pretty sure those are both electrical Luna. He has a third one in the deck, but to have 2 in hand is probably not ideal here.
Yeah.
Does have a 2K for this 6K swing, another 2K, I'm guessing here. There it is.
Yeah, wasting 2/2Ks on a 6k swing, 6 on 6, it's kind of rough. Yeah,
Wow,
another 2k down there.
Yeah,
I'm assuming.
6 on
Yep.
6, yeah. There's that Luffy. He's swinging at 7.
Yeah, 7 at life.
lead. Needs another 2K here. Does have it. We knew that beforehand. Very aggressive in the countering out here.
Yep.
Just to ramp up one more.
Yeah, imagine getting to play a 6 cost, and then you just have 4,
Yeah,
4 Dawns active.
just 4 fun Dawn.
Yeah, 4 Dawns active.
4 for fun.
No worries.
No big deals.
Yeah. Andy's stressing out here.
You know,
he knows
does
he
have
already
this,
loses here.
He does have this Nico Robin, kind of a unique card for Haru to be running. I did not see any other GP Luffy's running this Nami.
Yeah, it's very a unique tech, I'd say, because I mean it's kind of cheap, if you want to say, right?
It's a body,
Yeah, it's also a straw hat.
and it's a straw hat.
Yeah,
It's
so-
searchable. You know, it's one of those cards that it maybe gets you out of one turn.
Yeah. Sometimes you just need, you always restand too, so
Right.
you can just play a 2-cost blocker, right?
Deciding
Yeah.
to swing 7 to 6 here. Does decide to take it as well. Now we know that he has this
Yeah.
electrical Luna.
There's a Nico Robin there.
The electrical Luna here could be very clutch.
Yeah.
So there are still outs here on Andy's side. He's just got to be playing this perfectly from here on out. Still not finding a Sanji or a Pudding. Does find a Nami, maybe able to find it off of this search.
Yep,
Does find
finally
it.
found
Thank
one.
goodness.
Yeah.
He is crying inside and out.
Yep, that's the first one. I think
Now here's the issue: is he able to play this Electrical Luna use leader ability? Yes, he is
Yes,
able
he
to
could.
use leader ability and play out the Electrical Luna with the Sanji and Pudding.
Yeah, I think Haru should have b boost the Luffy at least to an 8,
Mm,
so the Electrical Luna doesn't hit. Uh,
yeah, definitely a little bit of a miss there
mhm,
on that side because the Go Mary does give him the additional cost to
mhm.
protect himself
Yeah,
from the Electrical Luna, but just chooses maybe to miss it, or I'm not too sure there. 4 Dawn left, does use 3, uses the Electrical Luna, like we said, freezes the entire board. That feels pretty good for him.
yeah. I mean, if it's still if it's boost to 8 cost, it will be a way different story here because Haru gets maybe 2 swings out of the Luffy because it can restand himself. So
Hmm. He does have
Mhm.
a Gum Gum in hand, so he is going to just be ballsy here and
Mm.
swing the Sanji
Ooh,
blocker.
yeah.
Okay, we do get a counter for that one, and he is going to go ahead and pass that turn over.
Also, an interesting tech that we see Haru runs there. It's the green Sanji there.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he already passed his turn. He asked if he could maybe use his ability on his event there, but Haru is saying, probably not, brother. Oh, no, he lets him. So it looks like we are passing it over here to Haru. He has untapped his Dawn. And he's trying to figure out here with this whole board tapped down just what options there really are in this hand. Not a whole lot going on in either player's hand. That's the one thing about GP Luffy that I just don't understand. It just looks like you do nothing all game and then you still happen to win.
Yeah, it's just if you don't see Sanji Pudding or the Luffy, it's like you're doing nothing.
Yeah, you're doing
Yeah,
nothing.
you're
It
just
just makes
searching
no sense.
into searching,
The
but
deck is so good for having so much dog shit in the deck. It just there's so many bad cards to fill this deck out, and it somehow works for them. Um,
it's just like the idea of being aggro, being able to swing like,
yeah,
there's a lot of swings coming
there
from
are a
Haru
lot of
previous
swings.
turn.
There are a lot of swings.
Yeah.
You know, Andy might be feeling a little bit more confident, a little bit more comfortable here now that he's been able to get that Sanji up to an 8, so it isn't able to hit by the Electrical Luna. Wow, we're playing another Go Mary to draw a card.
Hmm.
You know, 1 Dawn for 1 card, not the worst. It looks like we got another Nico Robin here, so he does have a blocker for this next turn.
Yeah. I think especially with Andy knowing that he has another electrical Luna in hand, it's like
Yeah, yeah.
maybe it's kind of like,
Maybe he can
hmm
just be aggressive into life here for a while and
yeah,
just,
true.
you know, not really care too much about the board if he can just keep it tapped down.
Yeah.
As long as Haru doesn't really play any large threats, I feel like he's pretty safe. Does have a lot of counter in hand as well, but it all requires something from Haru. So
Yeah. Let's see. I think there's yeah, like you said, there's not a lot of plays Haru can do here. It's probably, if he plays a blocker, his board is basically full, and then, with all his board tapped out, is it just a leader swing here?
I mean, he's looking at this Uso Hachi, maybe thinking about tapping down the Sanji Pudding
Just to kill it?
just to put all of the Dawn on that leader and swing into it, which I actually think is a good play here. He just doesn't know how good of a play it is.
Yeah, especially knowing that the
Andy
the
only
blocker is tapped, right?
exactly, and
Hmm.
Andy only has 4 cards in hand, so there, you're probably thinking he doesn't have too much counter. We know that he has 2 Gum Gum Giants, but he
Haru
only
doesn't
has
know that.
Yeah, he only has Dawn for 1 as well, so it's not like it's the biggest deal.
Hmm. Yeah, it just, yeah.
Definitely trying to piece things together here on Haru's side, trying to figure out what his best line is. Maybe thinking of even playing a Sanji of his own. Does take up a lot of his Dawn, though. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, because he has to be 2 or less done than Andy, but in this matchup, it's
It's not
kind of
too
impossible. Yeah,
hard.
it's kind of impossible because you both Dawn minus.
You do often.
Yeah.
But I feel like and I'm not too familiar with Purple Luffy. Is the Sanji Pudding effect a May? Like you may ramp 1, or do you have to ramp 1 if you -2?
I think it's a U ramp 1. Um,
Because if it's
let's
a
check it out.
May, I mean, you can just go under those drop those 2 Dawn and get under the value there.
Yeah, when 2 or more Dawn's cards are returned to your Dawn set up to 1.
So you
So
do
you
have
do
to.
have a choice.
Yeah.
You do have a choice to, I don't want to ramp a Dawn because it says up to. But sometimes it just feels bad.
It does. I mean,
yeah.
you are wasting part of the ability, but
Yeah.
at the same time, if a lot of your cards work off of being less Dawn than your opponents, and a lot of your opponents' cards work off of being less Dawn than you, it could be beneficial maybe not to take it. Does just decide, though, to play the Sanji. He's used leader ability, attaches 2 Dawn. We're at an 8k swing on 6 here.
Yep.
Does
Decided
decide to
to
take. Doesn't see if there's not too many attacks left here. 2 Dawn up.
Okay, so Haru still
Wow.
doesn't boost the Luffy up to an 8. So it
I'm
can
not sure
still...
if he's familiar with maybe the effect on Go Mary or Mary Go, or
Oh, I think...
but
Yeah, I think-
I'm not too sure. But Andy has been using the effect multiple times.
Okay, I see it now because the effect of Merry Go, you have to be less Dawn than your opponent. But Haru is... Haru has
did go
more Dawn.
second, so yeah.
Yeah,
yes.
Haru has more Dawn than Andy in the previous turn, so
Yep.
he cannot boost the Luffy back up to an 8. Yeah, this is a kind of tricky matchup, New leaders, new cards.
New leaders, new
Yeah.
cards, new interactions. That
Yeah.
is for sure. Does leave the 2 Dawn up here. Wow. Playing the Luffy right out of the gates.
Yeah, Andy does have way more space, to, breathing space here.
He
since,
definitely does.
With Electrical Luna on hand, but I think, does he have to go for game here? Knowing
It's
that,
hard to say if he can or not.
yeah, knowing that he has Electrical Luna in hand, correct? And with 5 Dawns, he definitely needs.
He wants to keep
Yeah.
this 2 Dawn open after his turn so that he does have both Gum Gums available to him if he has to use both. I think that you're definitely swinging here and playing Electrical Luna.
Yeah.
And then maybe just attaching those last 2 Dawn to make sure that your swings get through. Being a 6k leader, you do kind of need a little bit more Dawn. Trying to figure out what the fuck he did, but he's...
Yeah, he just forgot which Dawn is tapped and untapped, with all the Dawn minusing
There's a
and
lot of Dawn
restanding.
minusing and
Yeah.
restanding.
And a ramp as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so 5 Dawns. He could play Electrical Luna and just, leave a Dawn. Yeah, it's
There
just
it is.
Electrical Luna. And then
Freezing the board.
he has 3 7 swings here,
Yep, at
or
least.
maybe 6 7
so
7.
6,
Yeah.
it looks like here. So 6 into lead, I'm guessing.
Yeah, he has to go aggressive here because
Does have
he's
the 1 counter for it. 7 into leader.
7 to lead.
Does require a 2. Does have the 2. 7 into lead again.
Yep.
Leaving up these 2 last Dawn.
4 Gum Gum Giant.
Yeah, it definitely wants the 2
Yeah.
Gum Gum Giants in hand to be able to be activated. Especially with only 2 swings here, 1 blocker. That blocker is not going to be tapped down by anything anytime soon. Does have the Luna on those, so those do not untap.
Yeah. It's also surprising how Andy can recover from what we see his previous hands are.
It is.
Yeah, it's just...
It is
yeah,
shocking.
it's
now,
amazing.
I did just see Haru find us another Luffy.
Yeah.
6 cost SEC Luffy might be able to get that 1 extra swing he needs. We know that he doesn't have a lot of counter in hand. He has a lot of events, but the counter isn't there. I did not see what he pulled off of that last life, but I'm assuming that it's, maybe a 1k counter. He is a 6k leader, so he has that going for him.
Feel like it's also hard for Haru. Does he play the Luffy here? Does he swing here?
Do you play for the
yeah.
board? Do you play for
Yeah, definitely.
the
play.
swings? Wow, shows it right off the bat that he is.
Yeah.
He does have the Luffy in hand.
Yeah.
Andy looking a little disappointed to see that.
Yeah, leader ability, restand 2, ramp another 1. So
Pretty good.
back at 6 Dawn active.
Back
now.
up at 6 Dawn. I mean, 6 Dawn, you do have a lot of power here to be able to attach to your characters. Isn't enough though. You want to be swinging. You want to be swinging 10s, just because that is the break point with Gum Gum Giant. that they have to actually discard an extra card for Gum Gum Giant. So you would love to swing 10s here. That is looking like maybe what he's thinking as well. 6 into leader.
Starting with 6, Andy with having just
he does have
cards,
the counter, so it was a 1k counter that he found off of his last life. Everything else in hand is event.
Yeah, still thinking. Oh, he returns 2 Dawns to restand the Luffy now.
Yep.
So he
Yep.
swung 7 and then restood the Luffy back active. It's crazy. But the cost is you have to return 2 active Dawns, and you have to take a life. Yeah,
so I mean,
Jones.
he is playing all in right now.
Yeah.
To make sure that he can try to get through here. This 7 swing still being thought about, I believe. Trying to see if he can get away with blocking or if he has to counter out of this with one of these Gum Gum Giants. I think you counter out of this first 7 with a Gum Gum Giant. I know that's kind of ridiculous, but how much Dawn is left? It looks like 4 Dawn left.
On Haru's side, yeah.
Decides to block.
Okay.
So he's showing a little bit of a sign of weakness here. 7 again into lead. Does have to use one of these Gum Gum Giants.
Yeah.
Gets to draw 2 cards. That looks like an Uso Hachi. Oh
Another
my god, another Gum Gum Giant.
Yep.
Is nice. Was that first card an Uso Hachi? It was. So he does have a 2k counter now in hand. Blocker's still up here.
Yeah. Does he I mean, Haru could just swing everything, but I don't think it's very efficient. But Haru is at 0 life right now, so... I mean, Andy's at...
He is playing a risky game, but Andy, if he goes down another 2 Dawn here... Oh, an Electrical Luna on his own.
Yeah, it's looking like a game here, to be honest.
He does have the Uso Hachi to rest the Sanji, though. It's just, can he actually swing enough?
Uso Hachi rests a 5.
Oh, it's only 5. That's right. Yeah.
And you have to have 8 Dawns, which Andy's at 7 right now.
Does not have. Man, it's looking kind of rough.
Yeah, it's looking kind of done here.
Maybe if he can force Haru to block on his first swing. I mean, we know it's kind of over, but trying to do the math anyways.
Yeah. He has to try, right?
Well, and Andy and Haru are our leaders right now, so Andy and Haru are Andy being quite a bit ahead with, I think last I checked, 32 points. Haru at 26. Just says, hey, GG's, there's no way out.
Yeah.
And sure enough, there's no way out here. 0 cost event. Gum Gum Giant in hand. Has the card for the discard. It was over. But both players playing well. I mean, like you said, these are both new decks, new cards for both players. So everyone's kind of trying to figure out what is it that I'm supposed to be doing with this deck. Everyone knows it's good on paper, but in practice, how good is it really? It beat Bonnie pretty convincingly a couple days ago. I think that the list still has a lot of room for improvement on both players' end. I'm not sure if this list is going to be the list that everyone keeps with, if that makes sense. I think there's just a lot of repetition. And maybe you're trying to be a little bit too much like Purple Luffy or a little bit too much like these other Luffy decks that you're not playing to the strengths of Green Purple Luffy.
Yeah. I feel like it faces the same problem as like Purple Luffy, where for Purple Luffy you have to see Luffy Taro on 7, or you lose. Yeah, for this deck it's see Sanji putting on 5, or you lose. Basically, so it's also facing kind of like the same problem here, and I'm not sure where this deck is gonna go in the meta. Where I heard Odin is very good against it, and then Lucci is also
pretty good,
kind of good into it. But the consistency, I have to admit that the consistency for Lucci is not there. Where if they cannot consistently remove their board, they just lose. But if they could, it's a pretty good matchup into Green Purple Luffy here.
Now, Sanji Pudding is considered a Straw Hat.
Yeah,
right?
It is a Straw Hat.
So you could play Sanji Pudding off of Luffy Taro.
Yeah, you could.
So is no one optimizing for that quite yet, or is it just the fact that you can't hold on to 7 Dawn or 8 Dawn long enough to actually get there? it takes you so long to get up to 7 or 8 Dawn that kind of causes an issue.
I see like there's a lot of lists that runs Luffy Taro.
I think I
Yeah.
would. I think Luffy Taro, one of those more insane cards out of these last couple of things. And it does look like Andy's running 2 Luffy Taros now that I'm looking at his list here. But I wasn't seeing it in all of the lists. But yeah, I mean,
Alright.
it is being played. That is for sure.
So we're going into round 2 here.
Round 2. I mean, lots of good matchups. I would love to I took a week off. I would love to flame Swindle for a little bit, but
Yeah.
you know.
So
Yeah, let's do that.
Bello and
Yeah.
it's interesting, right?
Yeah, let's get it.
Yeah, okay. So
Smoker.
let's get Swift and Swindle into the stream here. So
A big aggro deck. Swindle playing Bello Betty.
And then
Bello
Swift-
Betty is incredibly aggro, and Swift playing kind of a slower paced mid-range deck with Smoker. Not a lot of smokers you're seeing, but I think that Swift played Smoker on week 2, so he's just now getting that opportunity to play it again. So good time to take it.
It's also the thing about can Smoker remove his body, right?
Yes.
Or if not, he's just gonna get swinged by something plus 3k.
Plus
right?
3K, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
so-
really, you're looking at 6, 7, 8K swings from Bello Betty. They just look like they're not going to be. Kind of a mind game deck where it's like, okay, are you going to remove... You got to remove my characters or else I'm going to hit you in the face.
Yep,
But
correct.
I'm also going to put down 4 more characters. How many of them can you remove?
Ivankov calling a Ivankov into Ivankov calling
know.
another body. It's
crazy.
like, what the heck is going
It's
on,
crazy.
right? Also, I forgot what's it called, like the 4K body that gains rush if there's a 7K body, which usually it will because you just plus
Yeah,
3K
you just
from
plus
leader
3K on
ability.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. That leader ability does have a lot of potential. I think it is supposed to be a pretty good deck in EBO2 as well as OP11. It's looking really strong in OP11.
Because it's faster than
It is.
because for blue purple Luffy they need to wait until like 10 dawns to
Yep.
activate the ability and then play their shenanigans and stuff.
Right.
But for Bello Betty, even at 3 dawns they can play out something into something.
Yeah, you'll have
Just-
6, 7
yeah.
units that you've already gone through at 3
And then
dawns,
with
so.
Karasu, being able to reduce your leader's power is also crazy.
Ooh, we got the sparkly version of the Bello Betty here up on screen. That beautiful new EB card.
I believe both decks are fully altered here, so we're gonna see
Ooh,
money against money match.
Some money match.
Yeah, some money into
Ooh.
money. We're seeing that new Sengoku alt is already in the deck here.
I do love the new Bello Betty art with the PRB reprints. I'm not a huge fan of all of them, but a couple of them look insanely good.
I agree.
Insanely good.
Like the Karasu card is so dope.
Yeah, the Karasu looks really good. I think the Bello Betty looks pretty good. I would love to get my hands on a Jewelry Bonnie, even though it doesn't look very good. So it's interesting. A lot of people asking some outrageous numbers for these cards. I don't think they're quite to the extent that Gold Dawn are personally, but we are looking at like double Gold Dawn prices.
You're so right. Like these EB prices are crazy expensive.
Yeah, everyone feels like I think they missed out on EBO 1, and so for EBO 2, everyone has kind of gone 100% all in. Ooh, we even get a dice roll that looks like 8 there. Nope, that's a 3. Unfortunate for Swift here. Swift Killer, I just found out a professional Halo player. So, this not his first game. But
He's a gamer.
he is
He's
definitely a gamer. He is definitely a gamer.
Watch out there, Swindle.
Yeah, Swindle is a person. Not so much a player, but he is a person. I have to be more generous to Swindle. He has been doing very well lately.
Yeah. So do you expect any misplays today from Swindle?
Oh, for sure. I expect them. I just won't mention them as much.
Okay. I think, yeah, Smoker gets to go first here. Yeah. Let's see if. Okay.
We get the GG in the center there. It looks like Smoker, like you said, is going first.
Okay, deciding to pass here. Swindle going to 2 Dons, tapping 1 Bello Betty.
Getting searches off.
Searching for a revolutionary army here.
Does find the other Bello Betty, but I don't think you're able to grab that one. So he needs something else from Rev Army. There it is.
That is the card
like
that I was
Karasu.
mentioning. Yep.
It's a pretty good card. You do get, I believe that you get a plus effect, you get rush.
It's
pretty crazy.
If you have 7k
or no, sorry,
body.
Inazuma.
Inazuma, yes.
Inazuma.
If a character you control other than this character has a power of 7k, this character gains rush.
Yeah, I had to reread all of these cards. I know that Bella Betty has been around for a while, but she has not been meta for a long, long time.
Yeah.
You don't see it too much at locals. Wow, we got the Brook off right away. 5 at lead.
It's just being out aggroed by Dofi when there's Jinbei.
Yeah.
But now with no Jinbei, it's kind of like a tough matchup as well.
Not a whole lot of counter in hand here. Does have a Man Sherry decides to take anyways. The Man Sherry can be...
Put on the commentator so that way you guys know about the space station event, okay?
Of course.
The Man Cherries can be kind of nice because you can just counter out of things for free and then you can pick those back up. But overall, just deciding to take here. Looks like we're looking at another Bello Betty search. I think he grabbed
a koala there.
Oh,
a 2-cost koala.
Not too bad.
It's just also concerning with there's Brook on board, so that Bello Betty is definitely dead.
That Bello Betty is for sure dead.
Yeah.
I mean, and it does look like, with the right set of cards, and it looks like he does have the Tashigi, he really could clear all this board up, which is probably exactly what he's going to do. Deciding to just, pop that Bello Betty.
Yeah, and then for Tashigi, Tashigi, as expected, will -4 and then just pops it with the activate main effect.
Makes sense.
Yep, and then there's a 5k swing by Smoker leader here.
It does require a 1k counter, does have it, so he just gets rid of it. It doesn't feel too good to discard cards to counter as Bello Betty, just because of that leader effect, and you want to make sure that you have cards to trash.
Yeah.
But, not the worst. Karasu is in hand. We know of the Inazuma, so there's options here for Bello Betty.
It's also kind of tough for Swindle to go into 2 life this early, especially with Smoker being at 4 life, and having no body established is also kind of kind of rough for Bello Betty here, because Bello Betty needs a body to control. If not, you cannot use the leader ability, of course,
exactly.
right?
It looks like the koala is coming out here. Does -3 on the Brook, wanting to kill this thing ASAP.
Have
and
to kill.
it does look like we're gonna get the Ivankov.
So Ivankov, I think if he's a 7k, you can cheat out a body out of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you can do that with the Bello Betty effect, so you can get there pretty easily. I do want to just take a moment here. I want to take a quick pause in our gameplay commentary to make sure that we shout out again Brolic hosting a stored treasure cup for One Piece this Saturday
May
at
17th.
Space Station. So make sure to get ready for an epic clash at a stored treasure cup near us in Utah. Top 4 players are going to receive exclusive Egghead Arc-themed custom playmats. That is a custom playmat for all top 4 players, plus each stamped with a Brolic Games and Space Station Gaming branding, which makes them extra special and extra, extra cool. They're going to be in Collector's Gold. 3 of our Transponder Snail trophies, gold, silver, and bronze, are up for grabs. Those trophies are for anyone who does very, very well in the top 3. And every single player will get at least 3 packs of EBO2 booster packs just for entering. So make sure to come by on Saturday, join the Treasure Cup. If you haven't seen it already on the Bandai app, make sure you take a look and get in there as soon as possible. We can only accept 32 players, so it's the first 32 to enter. The location again is Space Station Gaming HQ, and we're teaming up with Space Station Gaming to host this tournament. And they are located in Layton, Utah. that again is Layton, Utah. Really, really cool location. I don't know if you checked it out at all, Rio. Did you see the pictures? We got like slides. There's like a bar. There's all sorts of stuff. It's very, very cool.
Yeah,
to
also
have.
I heard like there's gonna be vendors there as well, like Game
Yep.
Grid, and also there's like gonna be food stands, I believe.
Yep.
So anyone who's hungry, you can just go grab a food. Yeah,
Yeah, just
grab
come
a
by,
quick
come
snack.
grab a snack, come watch a couple games live. It's always a good time to hang out with the Brolic crew.
Yeah. And
And-
obviously, we're gonna be streaming there as well. Me and
Yes.
Chris will commentate
Yes, we
for
will
the
be
whole Treasure
commentating
Cup.
the entire Treasure Cup. It looks like getting back into the game here. Sorry, we did have to take a quick little pause there to get our shout outs. Looks like we had a 7K swing that did manage to connect, and the Man Sherry being able to get onto the field is always nice as well. Toshigi was able to take out the Ivankov, and we're back caught up to pace. Swindle's turn. It looks like on 8 Dawn.
Yeah, it looks kind of tough for Swindle here. Just
He's
getting.
not in the
yeah.
best position. He hasn't been able to do what Bello Betty wants to do, which is spam board.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the cards just haven't really been in Swindle's favor here. He does have options in hand, so he has things to play. It's just, what am I supposed to play?
True.
I
true.
think in this position, you're looking at this Karasu, you're maybe looking at this Inozuma. You want to get those things out, keep the counter in hand. I think he's thinking of the Koala, though. We want to see some rush here, maybe. Oh, nope, Koala.
Koa, taking a life there.
On Koala action. Lots of Koalas on field.
Yeah.
Gets to play out the Karasu off that.
And then you can, but
And he's
adding a life
minusing
there,
here
it's-
for Toshigi. Just with the 1, so it's up down to 5.
it doesn't feel very good here, taking a life, especially going down to
No.
1 this early.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just,
Attaching 2 Dawn here to get the 7 swing on the 5 here. It doesn't look like we have too much counter in hand to deal with this.
does
So
have
this
counter,
is-
but has to give up 2 cards at minimum here.
I think it's going to have to be 3. Oh, no. He does have the 2K. Bello Betty still hasn't used effect. I mean, it would not be the best effect to use, but knows that if he does, that thing is toasted and would rather just keep the cards in his hand.
Yeah. Knowing that you have Rebecca, so, you can just pick it up if you want. Toshigi back from trash. So,
Yeah, the Man Sherry here also just being able to put in work, pick up the Dressrosas.
correct. I think Swift is deciding here what to play. Can he remove everything, or should I swing because there's no other choices here rather than swing at face, right? But against Bello Betty, swinging at their face is sometimes not that good because you don't want
You're
them.
just giving them more trigger
Yeah.
options, more trigger opportunity.
Yeah.
And Bello is one of those things that just needs to cheat out bodies to the board.
Yeah.
So, you could be taking a risk hitting this last life and ending up with a trigger.
You just don't want to risk it because if they do get to cheat out the body, it will be very aggressive towards you because of the plus 3k from your leader ability, which is kind of sucks.
Yeah, you can definitely swing into Bello Betty and then end up on the receiving end of the return swings with the leader ability being used. Let's see. I mean, we're breaking up some Dawn here. Looks like 5, 3, and 1. I'm not assuming we're committing all of this Dawn onto our characters here, but it's possible he's just going to be hella aggressive. Looks like he is going to add 1 to the leader there for the smoker
And then minus
the 2 cost.
minus 1 cost.
It just
It's-
grabs the wrong thing there.
Yeah.
I was
Also,
wondering where that extra 1 did.
a good thing to know is like there's Koala is a blocker here, so he has to get rid of it first
Yep.
before he does anything here. Oh, Suru give it a -1. I'm assuming it's gonna be a Rebecca and Brooke play to kill it.
I mean, it is down
Yeah.
tremendously right now.
Yep, it's a Rebecca and
There's the
Brooke.
Rebecca. There's the Brooke.
Yep.
Plays over the Suru, pops the Koala.
Wow. Very strong play here
Very,
by
very
Swiftkill.
strong play. Looks like another 6 into lead here. Does have the 2 to counter out.
Another 6 lead with leader.
Yeah.
Wow.
and decides to take it.
Yeah.
Hopefully gets a trigger off this one. Doesn't look like he did. I didn't see what he got off that last life, but that's unfortunate that you don't hit a trigger.
Going to 0 life now. It's wow. And Swift having a blocker up, a Toshigi, a Brook, another Toshigi, and a Mancherry to pick up the Rebecca back. It looks pretty over.
It's looking pretty bad
Yeah.
on Swindle's end. Poor guy.
Swindle will need a blocker up here. Maybe another Koala?
Yeah, I just don't think he has it in hand. He just doesn't have really much of anything, sadly. Just the top of his deck and life was not in his favor.
Oh, decide to
There's
play
that
Ivankov
Ivankov.
here.
Maybe get something off of the top 3 and not really.
Come on now, Swindle.
He can pull it together, right?
Oh,
Ugh. But
brother, oh, what are those cards?
what are those?
It's funny how we see a pressure deck getting pressured.
Very much so. I
Yeah.
mean, he is definitely experiencing the black pressure right now.
Being able to remove everything he plays is just okay. Decide to +3 here.
Yeah, +3 on all of his characters. So
1,
2 and 3.
Yep, 3.
So, I mean, the only thing not really getting powered up, it can't swing this turn anyways, so it doesn't really matter. Has a 6, 8, and 7 swing, so he has plenty of swings here. It's just, what is he clearing out? And do you even have time? You kind of have to go for board, don't you?
But with no blockers on board, I think
No
it's
blockers, low
pretty
counter
over.
in
It's just a
hand.
15k swing next turn with leader, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's looking pretty over here for Swindle. But we'll see what he can come up with. Yep.
Decides to put 1 on this 8, make it a 9, swinging in for 9 over at the Toshigi here. Lets it go. It says, I don't really need this.
Yeah, I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 dons left. What is he thinking with the 4 dons here? I think it's just swing everything, right? I mean,
You kind of
yeah,
have to.
there's no other choice you have here.
Yeah,
It's
so
just
it
swinging.
looks like a 7 swing here.
Going to the Brook.
Yeah.
And I assume the Inazuma is gonna kill the Toshigi.
It's looking that way. Definitely, I mean, what else are you going to do with this Dawn? But, and then 7 here into lead, just decides to get that extra card, passes it off. Not a whole lot of counter in these 3 cards.
Yep, it's just 15 to lead, and yep,
Yeah,
it's
and
game
that will
over.
take it. Man, it was close. I mean, Swift does end the game with 3 life, but you know the thing with Bello Betty is if you don't see the cards you need, you're there's just no way to win it. It looks like Swindle just kind of checking the top of his deck, wondering where
He's
some
like, where are
things
my cards?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know about what exactly happened, but the Brook really put in a whole lot of work.
Yeah, seeing the Brook on 3 there, you know, it's what most black decks want. Going to 3 dons, play a Brook, and then, oh, you're set for life. Because you can just kill every turn, essentially.
Yeah. Looks like Keck was able to get his second victory off of his win today. He is subbing in, or is a wild card. I can't remember which. We do have a couple subs today, a couple of high rollers in here. Let's see here. Who are our subs this week?
So today's sub for Taylor is going to be Jordan. And the wild cards will be Kenta and Keck Filet.
Perfect. Okay, so the wild cards are very interesting today. Keck Filet being one of the better players in the state. Same with Kentar. What is Kenta on today?
Kenta is on GP Luffy
I
tonight.
should have guessed. And what is Keck on? He is playing his world-renowned Vegapunk, the grossest deck of them all.
Yep.
So, very cool. Very, very nice. I love to see it. I love to see a little bit of, you know, we don't get to see those decks very often. Bello Betty, I think is going to be good in the future. Right now, still kind of struggling. Being a 4 life leader is just hard. It's just hard. And there's really not a whole lot of support for 4 life leaders right now. you're kind of just stuck.
Yeah, it's either you kill or you get killed.
Yeah, and they're all. It feels like all of the 4 life leaders are pretty aggressive as far as playstyles. Just because you don't have time to not be.
Yeah.
You know. Maybe the exceptions in that are some yellow decks that have 4 life. I'm trying to think of any right now, but
Vegapunk being at 2 life.
yeah, Vegapunk being at 2 life. Vegapunk definitely has his outs though. So
Yeah.
yellow is one of those things where you just get so much life that it doesn't really matter how much you have.
So a little reminder here, Saturday, May 17th, the space station will be at 377 Marshall Way North, Suite 1, Layton, Utah, 84041.
Woo!
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of, there's going to be vendors there, and then there's going to be 32 players, I believe, for the Treasure
32
Cup.
players.
Yeah, and then we're also going to be streaming there.
We're going to be streaming with Brolic,
Mhm.
both of us on cam
Yep.
the whole time.
Mhm.
I think it's going to be a long day for us, but
it's going to be a long day.
you know,
for
they're
sure.
providing food. We got good vendors out there
Yeah.
this week, and so that'll be really, really nice.
Yeah.
On top of that, I mean, you can't just kind of come and hang out. It's a huge venue, so you
Yeah.
can just come hang out, watch the players, keep us company, come hop in for a little commentary if you'd like.
Yeah, it's a
Just don't say anything that'll get us banned.
it looks very cool because we're teaming up with Space Station Gaming here.
Yeah, huge partnership there
Yeah.
with Space Station. So that was awesome. Space Station also does all of our production, so shout out to Space Station.
Even looking at the pictures, I'm already excited
I
here
know,
for Saturday.
I am
yeah.
too, actually. It looks really, really fun. And we
Yeah.
have a slide, which I'm going to try. I'll probably break it, but I'm going to try it.
You're okay.
Yeah, my fat
Yeah.
ass, you know.
Yeah, we have to. We have to.
Together, we can hold hands.
No, probably not. well, I'll
You're
go
not-
after you.
You want to sit between my legs? Like
no,
Papa?
no,
Papa and son?
no,
No. Okay.
no.
I just thought I'd ask.
All right. So I think it's our second round is pretty fast there, huh?
Yeah, that second
Yeah.
round went by lightning quick.
Yeah, it's Bell Betty. So.
Bell Betty.
Yeah.
Bella Betty things dying quickly.
As expected. Bell Betty
expected.
games.
They're quick.
Yeah, you kill or you get
just
killed.
wanna pop in, see what happens, and get out. Oh, everything's great.
Yeah.
Did you crack there, Vin?
Huh?
Did you crack your voice crack there?
Yeah, you know.
Can you guys only see Twitch? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we
We're
can
live
just
on YouTube as well.
Yeah,
We're live on
I saw
YouTube.
the cross.
the first
go?
dual stream that we've had.
We're gonna have TikTok next week.
And
Oh.
TikTok? Oh shit, we're getting to the big leagues. No
Yeah.
no kick streams. Sorry guys.
Sponsors out there, check out Brolic Games. We're getting there, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're
check
getting
out
there.
Brolic Games.
Yeah.
Sponsors anytime you want to hit us up.
Yeah.
Just
Email is Brolic
Email-
Games.
email brawlitgames@gmail.com. Double C's for the two thick boys.
Yeah.
What the original motto was. Brolic with 2 C's because we think.
We
Yeah.
thick, that's
Two
right.
C's because we're thick.
Brawl
It's-
thick.
Yeah.
Um,
Brolic.
thick.
Brolic.
Brolic. Anyways.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa. Oh, whoa.
Yeah, get all crazy there.
pause-
Anytime
pause.
Abe comes in, it gets a little nutty in here.
Yeah, you know Abe.
He's so
he does
cute.
that to everyone.
He makes me crazy. Yep. Have you seen his recent Instagram videos? He just whispers to us. It's so
Yeah.
nice. I just want to listen to it all day. I could listen to Abe whispering all day.
Maybe it's a you thing.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
But be sure to check if you're interested with Ape whispering.
Yeah,
Check out our
check out the
videos, yeah.
Instagram for
Check out the
Brolic
Instagram
Games for
post.
sure, for sure.
Yep.
Pulling
Pulling some EV packs there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're pulling some EBO2. I won't say what the hit was in the last video, but it was okay. Not too bad.
Yeah.
Not too bad. 2 hits.
If you didn't get a chance to, rip packs on your own, maybe you want to watch oh, you're curious,
Bro,
what's the card in it?
Yeah.
Ape rips
whenever
packs for you.
I'm depressed about my financial situation and I just want to rip packs, instead I always just go to YouTube and I watch hours of pack opening content, So check it out. It's a little bit of a pick me up, if I do say so myself. So very, very cool.
That's what
Also,
Ape does.
while we're here, and we're kind of in limbo waiting for the next game, make sure to check out Brolic's Discord. We host a free Sunday tournament every single Sunday. We send out prize participation packs, and if you win, you even get a winner card. So make sure to check out
Is
the
it Kenta?
Brolic Games
Is it Kenta?
Discord. It looks like we're going to be getting into some crazy match here. Kenta
Both the
versus
wild
Sage.
cards.
Both of our wild
Yeah,
cards.
both of our wild cards. Yeah.
Both very good players. Both top players. Very, very established in the community. So I'm excited to see this. Kenta, one of those players who has been to Worlds. No, Nats.
Yeah. And he's
And
also
working on
topping
the
pretty
Worlds.
well. Yeah.
He was topping pretty well for a
Yeah.
while. I do want to give actually a shout out to Andy, who got third place, I believe. Third or second place in the Treasure Cup over the
Oh,
weekend.
yeah, the last Treasure Cup? Yeah, he got third.
So shout out to Andy. Congratulations on third place. That is an insane accomplishment. So our boy is doing well and eating good. He might not be winning today in league, but he did well over the weekend and saved up all of that talent for the weekend for the Treasure Cups. So
Excited for my Laboon card as well.
yeah, hey, and we got to shout out our boy's first Treasure Cup got 44th place. Let's go.
44th.
Yeah, 44th.
Yeah, 44th. Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah, excited for the
Top
Laboon card.
64.
Yeah, excited for the Laboon card.
Gets
First
a free
Treasure Cup.
Laboon.
Yeah. Free
Sell
Laboon.
it for like $400.
It's 1,200 right now.
Well, yeah, it's,
No, it's not gonna stay that high.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
1,200 right now, but it don't. stay that
So
way.
yeah, both really good players here.
Oh
So
man,
why
Keck's
is it-
pile shuffling. What
Yeah.
a loser. No, I'm just
Why is it both Keck Filet?
Every-
Who's responsible
Hey,
for this?
everyone's Keck Filet today.
Yeah, everyone's Keck Filet.
Keck.
Yeah. So Kenta, a very, very good player. Arguably the best player in Utah right now.
Possibly.
Yep.
Possibly the well,
I don't know.
Andy
was like-
Andy's popping
Yeah.
off lately,
Yeah.
man. I don't know. Andy has been showing up.
Andy's like, maybe? He's like, maybe?
I like how
Yeah,
all
he's
the
like-
players on this right hand side feel like they're like going to the dark side or like in the dark side at this
Yeah.
point. The shadow effect on their face is crazy.
Yeah.
Looking a little monstrous. Kenta looking scary today.
Yeah. Kentar known for being a monster in RP law in previous meta
True,
before it
true.
got banned. And
You
then
know-
it's like, there's a new leader which Don minuses 2 and then does crazy
It's pretty
stuff.
similar.
Yeah.
It's pretty similar. This could be the new Kenta meta.
Yeah. Also, Kentar is also known being good at Dofi, so I feel like it's kind of a mix of both, of RP Law and Dofi, where Dawn -2, you get to 6k, and then you get a lot of 7k swings. It's basically Dofi, right?
It is basically
Yeah.
the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see because he also liked Sakazuki a bit, and with Blue coming back around, I'm kind of shocked he hasn't picked it up yet.
It's just not as good. Kentar. He
It
plays good
isn't-
decks.
He plays only
Yeah.
good decks.
Yeah,
it's
he
true.
plays good
He only
decks.
plays meta. He only plays good decks. He only likes winning. So, and you know what? Understandably
I cannot blame
so.
him. He's
Yeah.
a very good player.
Good player.
Yeah. He has to perform.
Black Yellow was kind of his shit for a while there. He destroyed me every single time he played Black Yellow Luffy.
Oh my
Kenta
god!
looking at the cards at the
look
bottom.
at Keck here, being too competitive here.
He makes
shuffling.
He's making
yeah.
sure that this
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
this is real.
Yeah.
This is for money. You
Yeah,
know,
he's shuffling Kenta's
as a
deck
wild
here,
card,
like-
this is a big deal. Gets his 5 cards. I don't know who's going first or who's going second, but wow, not a bad hand for Kenta off the bat. He has the search. He has the
He's
the
running
stage.
He's running the vanilla Usopp there.
Vanilla Usopp, kind
yeah.
of spicy.
I love how we have 4 people playing GP today, but
all different.
it's like a different list. Like
Every list
yeah.
is different.
Nesto has the blocker chopper, the Foxy
Mm-hmm.
Parrot chopper, and then Kentar has the vanilla Usopp paired with the Usohachi from the starter deck.
Yes.
Like the other 2K, not this 2K, the other 2K.
the other one.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
rest
yeah.
of 4.
Which is
Yeah.
really strange. I mean, the other Usohachi wasn't really deemed to be that popular when it first came out from the starter deck.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't really looked at as a very good card.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Keck is going to be going second here just based off of the fact that he didn't put his life out until Kenta did. So I'm guessing he's going second. Looks like we're going to just draw 1 off the bat, play that stage. Why not?
Yeah, I think going second as Vegapunk against GP Luffy is the kind of like the higher chance to win here.
Busted, dude.
Yeah.
You just got to use that leader effect and immediately put out a 5 cost
Yeah.
6k unit. It's just crazy.
Yeah, turn 1, I already have a 5/6.
I already have a 5/6.
Well, I mean, you cannot blame Vegapunk because he's at 2 life with.
He does get that,
And the leader cannot
disadvantage,
swing,
but it's
so-
still. I mean, it is
Yeah.
still like immediately into the 5/6.
Yeah, 5/6 immediately.
We do find the Sanji and Pudding, so
Oh,
we're
yeah.
pretty happy on
Yeah,
this
pretty happy.
search. Not a whiff. and nothing too bad off the top. Did have to put away one of those Zoro Druos to the bottom. Uses the merry-go just
Yeah.
because he can.
He's just aura farming out here.
He is aura farming, and
Yep.
Kentar does have massive aura. It's true.
What's with the glaze here, Chris?
Bro, he might be my crush.
Reveals
Shows the
life-
card just for funsies.
Oh, I mean, he's aura farming.
He is
he's
aura
aura
farming,
He's
bro.
aura farming.
I
He's
don't
like,
know.
look at my life. Look at my life.
I'm glazing him too hard.
Yeah.
He wants everyone to know his cards.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, Kenta is pretty set now. Going to 5 with going Mary on board, which Vegapunk only reaches to 5 dons removal with the Nami.
Right. Yeah,
And-
he does only have the 5-on removal, and that Merry Go will be very, very helpful for that.
Yeah.
Being able to give that additional +2 cost
Yeah.
to your characters. You can stack it as well.
Yeah, you can stack it, so it
So
can
if
go
you really want to get
can
crazy
go
with
up
it.
to I would say 15 cost.
Yeah.
If you want to try and
you
remove
wanna
that,
get
go
really
ahead.
crazy.
Decided
And
not to play a.
Does decide just to play it right
Oh,
out. I
no
think he's just
Sanji
grabbing this other Sanji pudding.
Oh,
Bro, I don't think you can go wrong with having more Sanji puddings in hand. I know that he already has 2. Oh, Luffy. Thinking about the Luffy. Does decide to grab the Luffy.
also I feel like, I mean, if he can search up Luffy Taro there, and then going to 7, doing the Luffy Taro into Sanji pudding, it's also very, very good.
Definitely. Definitely.
Yeah.
It's just going to go 6 into 6 here.
Yeah.
Does.
So the thing about Atlas is if you have less life than your opponent, it
just
cannot be
can't die.
KO'd in battle. But
Crazy.
that's the thing about going against Vegapunk is you don't want to swing at face because you don't want them to trigger another body
Another
out.
ability, yeah.
Yeah, so Kenta just swinging 6 there to aura farm per usual.
It does
Yeah.
do more farming.
Bro is aura farming there, bro.
All right.
Yep.
Ooh, we get to see the new sleeves from Jules here. Beautiful Zoro sleeves. Those over sleeves are sick. I didn't even notice.
Ooh.
They are better as Dawn sleeves, but they do look very, very good with the Zoro face.
Be a vendor on the Saturday event.
Ooh, and he's
Oh.
going to be a vendor on the Saturday event. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Make sure
We
to check
love
out our
Jules.
treasure cup.
We love Jules.
Yeah.
Jules always puts in the work for the community, so it's
Yeah.
nice to see him there. Oh,
Pulling out
Serial
Luffy there.
Luffy. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Wow. A
Bro
very,
is
very
actually,
expensive card
you
there.
think Kentar's war farming? Nah. Keck says, nah. Look at my Serial Luffy. I pulled it myself.
I'm just feeling cards here, and then I just pulled it.
He did. He did feel the packets out. He said this one was the Serial, and he called it correctly. Suspicious.
Has that feel for cards.
A little suspicious.
Why is the merry-go going to trash? We never know.
Yeah.
Why is the merry-go going to trash?
I'm not
I think there's
too-
a mistake there. Thinking, oh,
I'm not too sure what happened there.
he might notice next turn.
Oh,
Oops. Here.
You might notice.
Oh.
No.
No. He did
Yikes.
not. Okay.
Maybe it's an ability we're just not even familiar with.
Oh,
there it is.
there it
Okay,
is.
all
He's
right.
back. It's back. It's
It's
back. Yeah. Oh, deciding not to pop the Zoro here. Interesting.
Does this just to leave it on field? I wonder if maybe it's a sick cost. I know that the +2 counter isn't on there, but maybe that's why that Go Mary was in the trash.
I'm not
Because
sure.
he could just plus the plus it up to 6.
Yeah, it's either that or he just wants the extra 7k swing next turn before popping it, getting the extra value knowing that your leader cannot swing.
Yeah, you could also be waiting out the Sanji pudding. Maybe.
No, it cannot reach the Sanji pudding because it only reaches a 4 cost for Luffy.
I thought it was a 5.
It's a 4.
Oh, it's a 4.
The Nami reaches 5.
Got it.
yeah.
Does it decide to put the +2 cost? So if it doesn't reach, I'm a little confuzzled.
A little puzzled.
I'm a little confuzzled.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Okay, so we're
Okay.
putting +2 cost on the Sanji pudding.
Yep, and then leader ability, blah 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 blah, getting +1k,
Yep,
and then
he's
you're
back
at
at the 5 Dawn.
back at 5 dons to play with.
So maybe deciding to just decides to put 2 on Zoro.
So swinging 8
into
at the
6.
Pythagoras here, demanding 2 cards out of Kekfilet's hand.
You don't have too many cards in hand in the first place, so he is doing a little bit of math here, trying to decide if he can actually get rid of it.
Yeah, because for Vegapunk, your leader ability is good, but you have to play it out of hand. So it's
and you're bleeding
yeah.
cards almost every turn
Yeah.
in order to do so. So he does end up giving the 2 cards away.
Wow.
Oops.
Decide to. Oh, another merry-go. I'm assuming. Yep.
Oh, there then is why he gave the
Yeah.
+2 to Sanji Pudding, I guess. And
So
it looks like another 8 here.
Yep.
And this 8
Oh,
is going.
It's going to be
7.
a 7.
7.
See,
7. You're
where's
trying to
the-
decide. Yep, 7 into
to
Lilith.
Okay.
Just saying goodbye,
Yeah,
Lilith.
makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah. Get a body off the
You
field.
just want that guaranteed swing or 2 cards out of his hand, right?
Right.
Because swinging
right.
7 at 6 there doesn't make.
I do not think
Yeah.
Keck pulled up another
it's
character.
It's
Looks
a new. It's the new Vega Bro from
like quite a few events.
what's it called?
my
EBO2.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
3 events off the top 5. Ooh.
Wow. Ooh.
Oh,
Taking Pythagoras there.
I guess.
Yep.
You kind of need something. You know, you need to be able to play some
Yeah.
sort of card.
I'm not seeing any Shakas yet for Vegapunk here, so it's not looking that good, I'd say. Yeah, okay. So 5. Yeah, decided to play a Vega Bro there. The new Vega
The
Bro.
new Vegapunk.
Yep. Oh, see? Yep, I called it. It's
That
the
was pretty good.
the
That was
Shaka.
pretty good.
Yep, the Shaka is.
Hey, you know, you get
Summoned
the
there.
blockers up.
Mhm.
Makes this a lot more challenging all of a sudden.
Yeah. And then let's see here. Does he want a leader ability here?
Looks like he's just throwing the.
Yeah. Brother, tap a Dawn. Did he tap a Dawn? I don't know.
Possibly.
Oh. Swinging 8 into Zoro there.
So it does require 2 cards out of the hand. Kenta does have the Gum Gum Giant, but I don't know how much he wants to actually use it. It has a 0 cost event as well to get out of the swing.
Yeah.
I think you just,
Yeah.
pitch it.
Oh, and a Luffy there.
You know, interesting. Decides to pitch the Luffy over the vanilla
Usopp?
Usopp. I guess, the Usopp still has counter on it, so maybe you're thinking the counter is worth it. 6 into 6.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing this is where this
Yep,
vanilla
there's
gets
the
pitched.
Usopp there.
He
Yep.
saw 3 turns ahead.
Okay.
Wow, decides to pop himself, pop the 1.
We cannot doubt Kenta here.
No,
you know Kenta. Yeah.
he plays so much better than I am. I just don't. I shouldn't even commentate honestly his games because I feel bad doing so.
Yeah.
Go Keg. He did not. What? He did not what? The Rosin Reaper.
The he didn't tap a Dawn. It should. I don't know. It should be yeah.
Yeah, I think
I don't
he's-
see
I
him
was supposed to
tapping
tap it
Dawn.
on, but
Yeah. But I mean, the play's over. So.
the play's over. These are 2 very highly rated
Mm-hmm.
players. I'm sure they would have caught each other, but maybe we're missing something.
Oh wait, I think he did because he was at 8 Dawns, and then Vegapunk is 5 costs into. Oh wait,
Yeah.
no, he searched with event for the
He
other
did
one
search
Dawn.
with the other Dawn.
Yeah, so yeah, he did not tap a Dawn for leader ability there.
Luffy with
Honest
3 life.
mistake, I believe. Honest mistake.
Luffy with 2 life, brother.
Yeah.
Luffy with 2 life.
Oh yeah, and then he popped the Luffy with 3 life. Wait, let.
No. I
Yeah.
think he popped it before he put the 1 card in his. Hold on. I think they're discussing it as well, but I think they're just letting it go. Unfortunate.
Yeah, honest mistake.
Definitely a couple of misplays.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah,
either.
yeah, it's alright.
Well, here we
yeah.
are. Yeah, we're gonna go try to clear up some air here. Sorry about that, guys. Usually we try to catch these things earlier, but the Rosin Reaper name, respect. I like you. Rosin Reaper being goated as fuck. Make sure you buy a rosin press. Absolutely best investment of all time. We are clarifying the play here. The Dawn wasn't tapped. He says that he's so bad. He knows that he's bad. He knows that he made a mistake. Hell yeah, rosin press, brother. What type of rosin press you getting, bro? What type of rosin press did you get? Well, they I think they decided just to let it be the way that it is because the play is essentially the same. I think the issue here was just the
It's the Luffy draw.
sequencing.
Yeah, I think it's just the sequencing. And you know Kenta, he's a very chill guy.
He is.
Yeah,
He's very
he's like
nice.
I-
It doesn't really
yeah.
matter because in the end, it ends up being the exact same. Like the Atlas would only have one Dawn on it, and it's a 7K swing.
Yeah.
but it doesn't really make that much of a difference considering you didn't swing.
Yeah.
So
And Kenta was like,
Yeah,
it's okay. Just don't do it again.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny.
Kenta is just
Yeah.
letting it be.
Yeah.
Low temp plates, yeah, brother, yeah, brother. That's what I picked up with my my COVID money was spent on a rosin press. That was the best thing I ever did. Okay, looks like we're going 6 year or 6 into leader. Does decide to pop the trigger. Plays out
Plays
the
another
Vegapunk.
Vega bro. Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Oh, another
another
shot.
Shaka. Oh, plays a Lilith though.
Yeah, decided to play a Lilith there just to search, I believe. Just wanting the hand size here, I think, for
That-
Vegapunk.
Must be it.
Yeah. Because at 2 life, I don't think like you need that much of a blocker. And then you're at two cards in hand, so I think you need more cards now.
Yeah, just trying to play.
Yep. Decided to block there with the Vega Bro.
Makes sense.
And then, yep,
Using
boosting
the effect, boosting it. Oh,
Oh.
we got a little bit of jiggle. Someone tripped on the stand out there.
I blame Abe.
It was probably Abe.
I blame Abe.
Looks like we're trying to decide
Yeah.
whether or not we're gonna restand this puppy or not. Nah,
Oh.
we're just swinging 7.
Stand this puppy. Oh my
Oof.
gosh, this Vegapunk
Oof.
deck, bro. Just triggering
Oof.
into triggering, bro. So he has 5 bodies now with Egghead on board. So the Shaka is kind of safe to swing here. You can just restand it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
Definitely an interesting position we're in.
Yeah.
Not looking the best for Kenta, although I didn't look at his hand before this. 7 into lead, into 6. Oh, maybe not into 6.
I feel like it's kind of
7 into 7? I think that he pointed at that Luffy. Gives him a 2.
it's
6
feeling like
into
a
6?
same state here for both players.
Yeah, I think you're letting
Yeah.
this Zoro Drew go. I mean, I know that you have Gum Gum available, but it doesn't really matter at this point. Yeah, let's let it go. And then we still have quite a bit of Dawn here to work with. Plays the Nami out that we
Oh.
were talking about earlier.
Yep, trashing a trigger to kill the other
Sanji and Pudding, yeah.
Sanji and Pudding.
Pretty good.
Yeah. It's looking-
Unfortunate
yeah.
on that one that you can't keep the Sanji and Pudding around, but it makes sense. I mean, at least he takes the tapped one, right? Because if you put the +2 on the tapped one, it wouldn't make a whole lot of sense. Has the Nami
Wow.
showing in life.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. It does have to just, you can get around that Nami in life by just using the Merry Go first, but it is just one of those things that's kind of annoying to be looking at.
Kenta having no counter here.
7 into 6.
Yeah, it's just, do you
I
want a
think you
Gum
just
Gum Jag
take it.
here? Yeah.
I think you just let it be. You just take this life. You're already down kind of low.
Yep, decided to
Oh,
Gum Gum Jag here.
He's Gum-Gumming.
Yep.
Gets rid of a Gum-Gum.
Saving the Luffy there. Yeah,
Yep.
because I think Kenta
You need that extra swing, no?
kind of wants to go for game here. Oh, wow. Decide to... going...
Gets
oh.
to restand the Shaka.
Okay,
And
okay.
passing it over.
Mhm.
Back over to Kenta.
Yeah.
So, interesting
Nice.
position here.
Yeah.
It's not the worst place to be, though. It does get the +2 off first.
Mhm.
Smart boy. Uh,
Unlike someone.
unlike me, who
yeah.
would have swung first. That was pretty good.
Yeah, so basically Kenta has to hit Keck 4
Three-
times
4
here.
times, yeah.
4 swings has to connect
Oof.
if there's no Shaka trigger in life.
I think I saw an Uso Hachi, so he could just rest the Shaka,
Yeah.
which is pretty good. And then you don't have to worry about this blocker. You only have to hit 3 times Does have the 6 Dawn for the other Luffy, but man, 2 cards in hand. I think one of them is an event. So we're just going to test the waters here with
Yeah.
7 swinging
Yeah,
at
trying
lead.
7.
All Dawn up and active, ready to go. Takes the Nami to hand.
Okay, Kenta.
What is in this hand? He
I,
puts it
I
on the
saw
ground.
a 8-cost kit there, so,
So,
we're
I
sure
mean, we're-
one is a brick, and
One
then
is a brick. Oh, look.
one is a 1K.
Oh, he showed it for 2 seconds and then
Oh, so it's a
oh,
2K, 1K.
2K,
So he
1K.
could get
Okay.
out of a 1-7K swing.
he can't get out of 1-7. So this is looking like another 7K
Oh,
swing,
7.
restanding.
Yep.
Takes the life, restood.
Yeah, we're just hoping that it's not a Shaka counter here. Or a Quasar.
I didn't know Rayquaza was in this game.
Oh, my gosh, it's a Shaka.
Oh,
Oh
no. That is heartbreak.
Yeah, that's heartbreaking.
That is heartbreaking. Decides to swing the 7 first, which is smart.
Can Kenta still get out of it with the Luffy here? Okay.
He's definitely playing this Luffy.
Yep.
So Luffy,
Yep, leader ability.
leader ability, puts 1, 2 up, gets 1 back. Oh no, he already got 1 back active. Unfortunate.
Yeah, 7.
7 to leave.
Yeah, Keck is getting this game. Oh, yeah, 7 block. Yeah, it's
7
GG's. It's
and
GG's.
GG's.
Yeah. Keck takes the game here.
No, I think Kenta got it.
No. He blocked the last 7K swing.
Oh, he blocked
it's-
the last
it's
7.
GG's,
Yeah, unfortunate.
Shaka counter. That's what we don't want to see here.
Yeah, I mean, you get it out of life. Man, that second 7K swing, I just barely missed what happened there.
Yeah.
But yeah, he does end up clutching it out. So the next round we're going to be going into is going to be the 4th round,
Yeah, we're gonna try to get Newgate on there.
and we're going to try to get Newgate.
Yeah, Newgate, and we'll see right now what he's.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah, Newgate is a very interesting deck to watch.
I didn't even see Newgate in our lists.
I personally am kind of interested in playing Newgate. I feel like it's way more fun than Shanks.
It is definitely more fun than Shanks. Who's playing Newgate?
It's
Oh, Pepino.
Yep.
Pepino. In Newgate, kind of interesting. Not a
Yeah.
lot of people playing Newgate or trying to mess around with it too much right now.
It's
Yo, what's up,
Jonathan
what's up?
Chow.
Yeah, Newgate kind of a new interesting deck or old interesting deck.
People
haven't
just pick back
seen
up.
it in the meta lately, but yeah, people are picking it back up. I think Gum Mole Pistol probably pretty good.
It's JCM. He has a pretty big impact on Newgate because he topped like regionals and treasure cups with
Okay.
Newgate.
Okay, that makes
It's
sense.
doing pretty good, I'd say. You know, just taking life draw, you just build your hand size.
Yeah.
And I think the only card you lose to is Pudding. But people are, with GP, and then people are just quitting on Dofi, right?
Yeah, not a lot of people
Yeah.
playing blue right now.
Yeah, there's not a lot of blues out in the wild right now.
kind of interesting. Maybe Boa has a shot to kind of come back up.
Boa?
Boa's pretty good.
Boa's interesting.
Boa's
of course.
pretty good.
Mhm.
I think the new Boa leader from PSA looks insanely good. I'm not trying to flex. Got 3. I'm just trying to get the price back up.
Please.
Please, God, please
yeah.
get me out of this hole.
Please buy out the TCG player and let me
Yeah,
list
yeah,
it
and then
for
let me list mine for 300.
200 bucks.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think it's worth 300 bucks?
No.
No.
No,
Okay.
I mean the PSA Luffy that is better anyways is not there. So
Yeah, it's just more playable. I mean, Boa there's a waifu tax in it, but it's not just there's not a lot of people playing it. So
True. Alex is a good job. Alex has the big balls.
yeah.
Some
So
big
yeah,
balls,
he's
Alex.
going to rock Newgate, and then we'll see what's his opponent. Who is he facing?
Who do you think it is?
I don't know the
My
records.
guess is that we're gonna look at another GP Luffy list.
Another GP Luffy.
I kind of hope to see Nesto on stream. Nesto not doing the best this time around, but he's trying to keep up.
I would
Let's
like
see here.
to
What are the standings currently? I think someone posted those. It looks like standings as of late. Let's see here.
Oh, I
Standings
heard.
out of last week is going to be Andy in first place, Haru in second place, Swift in third place, Rowe in fourth, Pepino in fifth, Swindle in sixth, Taylor in 7th, and Nesto in 8th. Taylor hasn't been here for a few weeks, so it's kind of hard for Taylor.
Yeah, he's out of town currently.
He's out of town, so it's been hard for Taylor to be able to catch back up in the league, but it is what it is. You know what you signed up for. So that's good. I'm glad that he has been able to get some really good he's had some really good substitutions, you know?
Yeah, of course.
He always has good people to cover for him, so that's nice.
So I heard Swindle's name, but I'm not sure. So it could be a
Swindle making a comeback on stream?
yeah,
Maybe.
against Newgate.
Against Newgate?
It's kind of interesting to watch. Like, can Newgate keep up with all the swings, or?
Ooh,
Yep, it's
there it is.
Swindle against Pepino here. Newgate against.
I mean, you
Bello
are a
Betty.
6K leader, so you are required to give less cards for those bigger swings. But
And the one cost chopper blockers. Annoying.
yeah, yeah. The thing with Bello Betty is it seems like her cut is usually like right at 8. A lot of her swings are going to be at 8. So when you're a 6K leader, it feels so much worse getting swung at with 8, and you have to still give up those 2 cards versus like a 7, where you can only give up 1. But it'll be interesting to see how Swindle handles this matchup. Probably hasn't played this too terribly much. And probably pretty important for Bello Betty to get... I would say probably pretty important for Bello Betty to get first here.
Yeah. Also, I think with Karasu in play, I don't think being a 6K leader matters that much because
No.
minus 1K to
Yeah.
your leader, and
Yeah.
it's just, okay, sure. But
Yo, is that Swindle? He is so hot. Bruh.
well,
Bruh.
yep, that is Swindle.
That is Swindle. But
That is
keep,
Swindle. Yep.
keep both hands where I can see them, mister.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yep.
Keep your hands on the keyboard.
All right.
No one finger typing in this
Yeah.
chat.
Who won the dice roll?
Who knows?
Who know? We'll just see who
We'll just
gets the
see.
Dawn first.
Oh.
Yeah.
They're just maybe toying with the dice. They don't actually want to roll the dice. They just want to play with them. My guess is that Swindle's going first. Just a guess.
Okay. I mean, since Alex looked at his hand first, so I think Swindle is the one deciding. Interesting. Newgate, definitely a fun match to watch, but
With 6 life, too. I mean,
Yeah.
look at all that life.
yeah.
Holy
Oh
crap.
wow, it goes over.
It goes away.
Yeah.
It goes away really quickly, but dang, boy. That is a lot of life.
Lower accurate. You just have cancer. You just slowly die.
Lord accurate is
Yeah.
crazy.
Decided to mulligan here.
Yeah.
Doesn't like the
Doesn't
first
like the
hand.
hand. Maybe he learned from his mistakes on his last hand.
Any bets?
Well, good. Thanks, buddy.
Yep.
Again,
Yep.
want to make sure that you guys take some time. If you haven't already, check out Brolic Games. They are awesome. We are going to be hosting an amazing Treasure Cup this Saturday
May 17th at
May
Layton,
17th.
Utah.
in Layton.
Partner.
I wonder how the parking lot there is. Maybe we'll take the fun car
Yeah.
to Layton.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. I mean,
All of a sudden, Rio's like, yeah, hell yeah, I'm down.
yeah, yeah, I'm down. I'm down.
I'm gonna make Andy take the
Yeah.
bus.
Oh yeah, sure, for sure. Oh, Andy's not going because he's going to be at online treasure.
Oh,
Cup.
even better, dude.
Yeah.
We can for sure take
Yeah.
the fun car this
Yeah.
weekend. I gotta ask. Talk to Swindle, make sure that it's a safe
Yeah,
area.
Make sure first. Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh,
Gets the trigger right off the bat. That's the thing that he needed last time.
Just a trigger.
Just any trigger,
Just a
honestly.
trigger,
I don't
yeah.
think he's hit a single trigger last game. Sanji coming off, taking the life at the end of his turn.
Yep.
Down to 4 already. 4-3.
Yeah.
I mean,
Pepino down
not
to
going
4.
the worst.
Yeah, I mean you get card out of it.
You
so,
do get cards
yeah.
out of it, but
Look at his hand size.
I was looking at the list. There's not a whole lot of things to stop him from taking life. So he might be taking life for a
Yeah.
while.
You take all the way. You take it all the way. You just the way you survive is red beams and the counter
And
events.
praying.
Yeah. It's just
Grinding and
it's just red
replaying.
beams. So definitely an interesting deck. But
Playing with the new 5-cost 7K Ezo as well.
yep. And then there's the Karasu there. minusing the new gate back to
Back
an
down to
original
5.
power, which is 5k. Yeah, it's just a. Oh, taking a 5. This is not looking good. If
Taking the
he's-
5 is
yeah, if
crazy.
he's
Oh
taking
my
a- Oh my
gosh.
gosh.
Uh,
Oh wow.
he's
He's already
thinking-
down to 2 life and then going to 1 life next turn.
he does
We're only
counter
at
out of
5
this
dots.
5.
Guys,
Help.
please slow
Help.
down here.
Help.
This will be a 3-minute game, 5
Yeah,
minute game.
I would like a little bit
Yeah.
more commentary
Yeah,
action.
Yep. Please.
We're not that
Yep.
entertaining. Please help
Yeah.
us. Please continue to play the game.
Yep, we want entertainment here.
There's the Izo that I was just talking about. Gets to attach one of these Dawn to his leader.
Mhm.
Swinging a 6 into a 2.
Mhm.
Yeah, let's that go.
Another 6 into 4. Does he let it go?
Is this 6 or 7? Is
Oh,
the
it's a
draw
7. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
true.
yeah, it's 7.
It's a 7.
7 into 4.
Yeah, 7 to 4.
I mean, that's a big swing.
Ooh, two
Ooh,
Ks.
two
Yeah.
Tukis.
Yeah, being
Takes the
at
life.
1 life, no Dawn up. I think Swindle did the right play here, just wanting the body up and just
Yeah.
keeping
yeah.
pressure.
Swindle
Go,
definitely
Swindle,
has
go, go.
a lot
Yeah.
of pressure. Come on, Swindy.
Yeah, come on, Swindy. You can do this.
We believe in him.
Is it just trash? Trash a card and then swing everything?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I don't think the gameplay has to be that crazy, actually.
Oh yeah, I think this is actually looking like game here if Swindle knows how to play it. Yep.
Yep.
Trash it. Oh, Swindle, bro.
Come on,
Little
Swindy.
Swindle action here.
Come on, brother.
Oh my gosh.
First stream win.
Bro.
Wait, no, he's had a couple. He's had a couple.
No, are we ending the game with 5 Dawns on both ends? 5 and 6 Dawns?
I mean, there's a whole lot of cards in that hand, but it's a whole lot of nothing.
Oh yeah, -1 to leader. Yeah, this is tough.
This is tough.
Looking like a lot of bricks in hand.
Yeah, it does have
Roger.
a lot of glare.
Yeah.
Roger, I didn't see anything more than a 1 or 2K counter.
Yeah. Oh,
Ace.
another
Oh,
another brick in hand. Oh, yeah. The thing about Izo ability is you can plus 2k for any card. You
But it's
trash.
just that once, no?
Yep.
Just once. So
Wait. Why?
What?
Why do we stop
What?
swinging at life?
what?
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 Swindle.
Swindy,
Swindy. Why?
brother, you had this.
Yeah, you had the game, Swindy.
Oh no. Maybe just wants to try to get cards out of the hand. Does get a lot of cards out of the hand. Holy shit.
Swindy, you could have had the game, Swindy.
I
No.
think he's now realizing
Yeah.
that he may have had the game. But you know what? Look at the board state.
Yeah.
Look at the board state that we're in. I mean, he might clear a thing or two, but
Yeah.
ultimately, is he able to counter out of the last 2 swings next turn? I'm not too sure, but I definitely would have reconsidered the last swing there. Doesn't seem like that was too good.
Yeah, could have gotten the game there with us. It's a 9-9, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's okay. Not the worst. Not
It's
the
okay.
best. It looks like a 7 here into the 5.
Mhm.
5 into 4.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think it's just keeping the Dawn up for Rat Beam here just to survive.
yeah.
Yeah. Because Bello Betty
He
has
has-
to set up
he has-
another.
Several bricks. I see a Divine Departure and a Rad Beam in hand, though.
Yeah. Oh no, Swindy, he could have gotten it. I mean, maybe this is Swindy wanting. He heard our voices.
We were rooting him on
Yeah.
too hard, and he just wanted to prove us wrong. Wow, attaching everything here. I don't even know how much. I think that's 7 Dawn.
Yep.
So that looks like a 13 swing, going up by 2 up to a 8, going
Yep,
up by 4
12.
up to a 12.
Wow, you see how this deck is gross.
Yikes!
3 cards and you counter out of a 13 swing. Now you understand why. Oh my gosh, Swindy, is he starting to regret? Is he starting to regret?
Maybe he gets some triggers off of these swings into life. You're definitely not countering this. Oh my god!
Oh yeah, you're not countering there
Why
ever.
would you counter that?
It's just
That one, I can kind of see it.
yeah, because 2 rush from
But now you have
Yeah.
another Izo at you. Like, you're going to have to swing harder next turn.
but yeah, I think counter deck is kind of not wrong either because
I think you try to get a trigger, at least
yeah,
one trigger, no?
because if there's a rush there, he just dies because the swings are very big from there on. So yeah, 7. No trigger.
Yeah, they are bigger swings, but I don't think they're. I don't
9.
know.
No trigger. And just pass here with 2 Dons. Can we see Pepino's hand here? Oh.
Oof.
Oof. Yeah, it's
Oof.
just everything. Swindle.
All
Swindle.
right, Swindle. Attach
Swindle.
all the Dons.
Swindle, take it. Take
10
it here.
Dons.
Yep.
10, 15.
Yeah, 15.
15. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go, Swindle.
Let's go. Yes!
Swindle!
We're all happy for Swindle.
We're so happy for you, boy.
Yeah, let's go, buddy. We knew you would get one
Yeah.
of them in there eventually.
I think he knew he would have gotten the game there. He just wanted to prolong it.
Yeah.
So we have
So
more
we had a little
entertainment.
bit more. We
Yeah.
asked for a little bit more entertainment.
Yeah.
We didn't want the turn to end
Yeah.
on 5 Dons.
Yeah,
so.
ending on 5 down there is kind of boring, right?
Yeah,
We want to see
yeah.
action. We want to see action.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
just doing it for the stream, for the
Yeah.
for the boys.
He risked his 2 points for
He
the
risked
stream.
his 2 points for the boys.
Mhm.
Let's go. Good job, Swindle. Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations on
You
getting the
get
game.
no shit talk today.
Yeah,
That's your reward. But outside of that,
yeah. I believe it's intentional, just to prolong the game.
I don't think it was intentional. To be really honest, I don't think it was intentional at all.
Oh my gosh, with no dawns up, do you not just swing there?
I don't know, brother.
You were swinging at face the whole game, and then now suddenly you swing one of your characters to a Sanji.
Fuck that Sanji. Fuck that Sanji, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
All right.
Good job, Swindle. You got there eventually.
It was fun to watch,
counts.
though. It was very quick, though.
It was so
It was
quick.
very quick.
Holy crap.
I think we're Swindle just got to 10 dawns, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just got to 10 dawns, and then
well, I
15.
don't even know how he was on 10 Dawn. It doesn't really matter because he should have been on.
Yeah,
he should have
because
been
he's
on
on
9.
13. No, he went
should have been on
second.
9. He went first.
No, he went second. He swung 13 last turn, remember? So 13 and then 15. Yeah, Alex went first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Alex went first.
Okay. That makes sense. Yeah. Alex went first. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either way, Alex
Either
has
way.
2 bricks in hand.
No,
so.
he took his first life. I
Yeah,
remember.
yeah.
I remember.
Mhm.
I remember. My brain's a little foggy. My mind's a little washed today. We're going through it at work.
Yeah,
so.
it's been a long day, and
been a
we're
long
still
day.
here streaming for you guys. So make sure to
Yeah,
support
make sure
Brolic
to
Games.
check out Brolic Games. They're
Yeah.
awesome.
Mhm.
We're all here for you guys.
Yeah, we also have
if you haven't already, drop a follow.
Of course, yeah, and
Then it's free. Why wouldn't you follow? It's kind of just like weird.
yeah,
It's kind of weird at that point, you know?
Mhm.
If you're watching and you're not following, yikes.
Abe calls you guys ninjas. But
Yikes.
yeah,
You don't want to be a ninja.
yeah,
Yeah. Chat ninjas.
you want to be a supporter.
Yeah.
Yep, and make sure to check us out on our stream this Saturday, Treasure Cup. 32-man Treasure Cup. We will get top 4 players will get a Egghead Arc theme custom playmat. It looks very cool. Have you seen the Luffy in it?
I did.
It looks very cool with the
It looks
Brolic
very cool.
stamp in it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And then
And the gold etching on them also looks sick.
yeah. Also, winners don't only get the playmat, but you also get a transponder snail trophies.
Yeah, dude. I didn't see those.
Wow. Yeah.
But it sounds cool.
You haven't seen those?
Uh-uh.
It looks very dope. It has gold, silver, and bronze for first, second, and third place.
Interesting.
Yeah, so-
makes sense.
Mhm.
That makes sense.
And we'll be streaming at Space Station Gaming HQ this Saturday, teaming up with Space Station Gaming, obviously. And you know the venue is very cool. We're gonna have vendors there. We're gonna
We have
have
a
foods.
slide?
Yeah,
That's all I'm excited
Oh,
about. I just
is
want
the slide?
I just want to get on the slide, dude.
yeah. And then there's also food stands
Food,
apparently. Yeah.
Vendors.
There's Jules Spooky is also gonna be
Yeah,
there.
Jules is gonna be
Yeah.
there. You can buy some sick Dawn sleeves.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of cool merches
Really
there.
cool
yeah.
Dawn sleeves.
For-
Really cool like stickers for your car.
Yeah.
I think he does air fresheners now too. I gotta check that out.
Bandai, you should make his sleeves legal.
True.
Yeah, I heard
They're
it's not legal. And he got called out for Jules
For
sleeve.
over
Yeah,
sleeves?
it's only for his dance, right?
I don't know.
Yeah,
That seems a little whack.
yeah. Bandai,
But Andy also likes to put Dawn in his deck.
Oh, Andy shows off his manga on tournaments.
Yeah, he just puts him in front of his camera so that his
Yeah.
opponents can't be watching his.
Yeah, what's his deal, man? Like,
He's a flex monster.
do you think it's appropriate?
No, Andy's never appropriate.
Will you shock him if you see him in tournaments doing that?
I'd probably just trip him. He seems very trippable.
Oh, he's a known dropper.
He drops everything, bro.
Poor Jason.
Poor
Jason's car.
Jason.
Jason's car.
Andy is one of those guys with butter fingers but big brains, and so
He just drops everything.
he drops everything,
Yeah.
but he thinks about it too much. That's good. Yo, thanks again, guys, for joining us. We appreciate you. Sorry, we're both a little bit wiped today. There was no Red Bull in the fridge. I was shocked. Shocked.
Wow. No
I know.
energy
Swift
drinks?
doesn't even love us anymore. Swift was telling me earlier today that he hates everyone here. Yeah.
So we're just wrapping up the rest of the 4th round here, going
Yeah.
to 5th
Last
round.
round.
Last round of the night. Yeah.
What haven't we seen? What haven't we seen
Yeah,
on stream?
let's look at the list here. Chat, do you guys have anything you want to see?
We
Any
haven't
deck?
seen
Yeah.
Jordan play his prominent Sanji. Oh, we got to get Ro on stream.
We have Odin tonight. If
We
you guys
have to get Ro on stream.
if you guys are interested in seeing some Odin gaming.
Odin is
Yeah.
crazy.
So we have seen Bello, we have seen Whitebeard, we have seen GP Luffy,
We've seen it all.
we have seen
everything but
yeah.
Sanji and everything but
everything but
Odin.
and Sanji.
So if you guys had to pick Odin versus Sanji,
Yeah.
and you wanted one of them, which would it be? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, let us know in the comments which one do you prefer to watch. It's Odin or Sanji.
Both kind of interesting. Both not very great decks, but hey, we're here now.
Sanji being able to pressure your opponent just by giving a rush every turn is pretty good, I'd say. I was pressured yesterday, but
You should play it.
Mhm.
Do you play it?
Sanji, no.
I don't think so.
Lucci, bro.
Ew,
Lucci- Lucci's the-
players.
Lucci's the most fun I've had
Ew.
in One Piece.
Oh boy, we might get some feedback. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
He doesn't want to reach all the way to the other monitor.
Yeah. I wanted to see if our YouTube chat was popping off. It's not. It's just the child. Hi, child.
Hello, child.
Hello, welcome, child. He's talking shit on Andy. He just hates that. Andy and Defune, not friends, not family, not Ohana.
I feel like they actually like each other, but
Secretly, deep down.
but there's like this big brother and little brother energy.
Yeah.
Do you feel it?
I could feel it.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
just
Little
yeah.
siblings.
they're just talking bad about each other. But
Well, and Andy's always been one to adopt children, so he adopted you. He adopted
no.
Jason.
he's my uncle. He's not my dad. So
Adopted Ricky.
Yeah.
You know Ricky's adopted.
Yes. Yeah.
Anyways,
Interesting,
hi,
of
Defune.
course, yeah.
Good to see you. Good to see you, Defune.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Hope you're
welcome.
enjoying the stream here.
I think we should get Odin on there. I'm
Odin?
thinking Odin is kind of interesting.
You want-
I don't know any of the cards in the deck. I'm gonna be honest.
You want Odin? You want some red green action? If
Yeah,
it's
it's-
Odin against Sanji, it would be very cool to watch.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, we just watch every deck, right?
Yeah, then we would have hit everything.
Yeah.
I don't think we've had a week where we've actually hit every single deck.
True.
I'm
It's
not
rare.
sure we have. Or a week that Haru wasn't on stream at least twice. I think that has also been a consistency.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, let me check
Yeah,
out.
maybe check it out.
Yeah, let me check out.
I'll
like,
do
how...
I'll do an interpretive dance while you're gone. I just gotta wait till he leaves, guys. Ooh. That's all you got. That's all I got. Welcome everyone. I took a week off last week. Sorry about that. I wasn't feeling too good, but happy to be back. Happy to see you guys all, and excited to see what we got going for the next game. Let me know how you feeling about EBO2. How are you feeling about the new cards, the new meta, the new prices? Let me know if you've seen anything that's just skyrocketed that shouldn't be up there. Let me know. I think that the EBO2 is kind of interesting. Personally, all I wanted out of it was the 4 jewelry bonnies for my playset, and I was able to get those. I made a very poor trade, but I will take what I can get. And it gave me all 4 right off the bat, so that was nice. Not a very good card, unfortunately, the new Bonnie. It's a 7 cost, 7k. Right, 7 cost 7K lets you restand to Dawn and free something. It's like shitty Carrot or shitty 5 cost Bonnie. Maybe better shitty 5 cost Bonnie because it has counter. Not the best card. I'm really waiting for these starter decks to get released. I'm super excited for the starter decks to get released as a Bonnie player, but ultimately I actually want Black Purple Luffy to pop off. I think Black Purple Luffy has so much potential, and I would really like to see some support for it. And it's just a fun deck. Plus, no more Gecko Moria kind of makes the deck actual dog shit. Like, it's not playable in its current state. It needs something, some sort of support. The issue with Purple Black Luffy is that if you give Straw Hat support, then any Straw Hat can use it, and there's so many good Straw Hat decks. So you can't, like, give Purple Straw Hat too much support. Otherwise, it becomes too broken. And there's not really any black Straw Hat. There's a couple, but nothing that's like meta warping or good. Bro, I like how you got like one pant leg fully up and one pant leg fully down.
Oh, it's not intentional.
I just like your ankles. They look good.
Okay, so apparently everyone is still playing. That game was just too fast.
Sheesh.
Everyone is still playing.
Everyone is still playing. Wow.
So, yeah, we're just waiting for everyone to wrap up their matches.
I did an interpretive dance while you were gone. And we're talking about Black Purple Luffy and why it should be good.
No.
It should be. The issue is, and here's what I said to the stream. Okay. The issue with Black Purple Luffy is if you give Purple Luffy support, then every Purple Luffy or Purple Straw Hat deck gets tons of support, and they're already good. So then Black Purple Luffy is still bad.
So are you thinking of a black support for Straw Hats?
So you need black support, and there's not a lot of black support for Straw Hats currently. There's some, right? Because of the black starter deck for Luffy. Gave a sprinkle, a little smidgen of black Straw Hat support, but there's just not a whole lot of it that's good or like good enough right now.
Yeah, I can see it. I think the only good card worth mentioning is the 5-cost Sanji that pops a 5.
Yeah.
Right? Wait, does it pop?
It would be interesting.
Yeah.
Is if in the starter decks they finally made dual color cards.
Yeah, but I heard it's gonna be purple. That's what I heard. But
dual color characters?
No, it's just gonna be purple, even for the Black Purple Luffy starter deck. But we still don't know. There's not a single card leak yet for the starter deck.
There's nothing. I mean, there's nothing out there.
Nothing out there.
So who knows what we're actually getting?
Yeah.
I think that it needs to be more black heavy, or they just need to introduce a new card type and dual typing. Like if you think about if you could if you had a black and purple card, right, and you had to play it only in a deck that also contained both colors. Like multicolor characters could only be in multicolor decks that match the colors.
So you're saying like they should make a multicolor character?
Why not?
It's interesting, but it can only work at a specific type color deck.
Exactly.
Like
that's the whole point. I mean, they already print. Let's just be real. They print cards for specific decks, right? Like Bella Betty is actually a prime example. There's a ton of Rev Army stuff, but it's really only for Bella Betty.
Unless Gecko and Rebecca.
Gecko Moria
and Rebecca.
Shouldn't.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. Hey, Gecko Moria, longer a problem. Rebecca's still a huge issue, but
hey, I mean, they limit Rebecca to only picking up black cards and play up black cards. So, what if they make a card that doesn't limit colors?
We're getting too crazy on stream.
I'm just hoping here. Make another Gecko, please, for my Lucci. Make a CP type, kind of like CP type Gecko. That is searchable.
I mean, they do have another Gecko Moria coming out. Did you not see the leak?
Are you talking about the dragon card for Koala?
Possibly.
It's a 8-cost 8K that picks up and play. It's play. Play a 6-cost out of your trash.
Yeah, I mean that's essentially.
I feel like the koala leader is gonna go crazy.
Yeah, koala.
Not gonna lie.
Nuts. Actually, some of the leaks have been kind of interesting. Bonnie has a manga confirmed.
Are you excited?
Eh.
Not really.
I just wish it was better. Like the art on this is just.
The SEC looks way better.
Let's see.
It's not focusing. Wait.
Oh,
let me, oh, yep. We got it. We got
oh.
it. Wait.
Here, wait. What if we do one of these? Get your face out of there. Yeah.
No, it's not working.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
On 2 games.
Manga
Okay.
Bonnie. Oh, you can kind of see it like that.
You wanna hop in, Abe?
Ooh.
Yeah. You wanna hop in? No.
People hated me. I lost $4 last week.
Look, here's the
You cost me
the
$4,
special.
Chris. How dare you put me behind the screen?
He actually paid me like crazy. He actually paid me. I thought it was a joke. Yeah.
Wait, you paid him?
Yeah.
You don't pay me.
No, like it was a bet. We
Crazy.
were betting the whole stream. Like, who do you think will win? And then he picks, and I picked the one that he didn't pick, of course, right? There's only 2 choices, and I won every single one. Like,
Bro, tell me that this
Yeah.
thick girl ain't better looking though than
yeah, the
alt art.
SEC looks way better,
It's
right?
so much better.
Yeah, the base SEC looks
Look at
way
that,
better.
Look at that booty on that Dave.
You know, that girl was underage, right?
Yeah, well, you know what? You know
Well,
what? It's a
hey.
fictional character, and she
Oh,
looks 45, brother.
Okay, he's starting to defend.
Don't ban us. YouTube, don't
Yeah,
ban us.
he's starting to
chill,
defend himself.
chat, chill.
He's starting.
They're
to
all
defend himself.
underage.
Look at
Oh,
this though.
wow.
Look at this though.
Nice boa art. Oh, sheesh. Yeah, actually, all the alts look insane for this set. But
Yes, piece looks very bad.
the SPs look. Dude, there's some people who are convinced these SPs are the best looking SPs, and they're not. I'm sorry, guys, they're just not.
They're just not. Yeah, they're
They're
not.
not.
They're not. Trust. Oh my gosh. Oh my.
Oh, they're so ugly.
Yeah, they're. Even the leaders are.
They're cooked, chat.
The leaders are very.
If you
bad.
disagree, if you think these look insane, the Kuzan, admittedly, the Kuzan looks.
Oh yeah, the
The
Ku-
Kuzan looks pretty. fucking
Yeah, the
sick.
Kuzan looks very sick. Yeah. The
The
Kuzan.
Ace is okay as well. Ace is
No.
okay.
I don't
but-
like it because Andy likes it.
The Ace is alright.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I don't like it because Andy likes
The
it.
rest of them, awful. Just awful. Like even the Shanks looks stupid as shit. Why does he have stars in his cape, huh?
The Sanji leader disappoints me so much. He looks like a wax doll that is made like badly. That is badly sculpted.
You know what I'm stoked for? OP11's SPs.
OP11 is peak.
SPs look insane.
Yeah. OP11 crazy. The SPs, I'm also a big fan of the leaders. The leader designs. I like it.
You like the leaders?
Yeah, definitely. Also, there's gonna be another Sanji alt art from the Whole Cake Island arc.
Bro, look at this Nami art. God damn.
Yeah, they
God
look
damn.
very cool.
If you guys haven't seen this Nami art, it is very seductive. Very pretty. Very good art. Where's the SPs, brother?
Look at, they keep making good Reiju cards. Look at the Reiju card. This is a base SR, guys. Base SR. Look at how cool, how good this card is.
Yeah, here they are. SP for Luffy Taro. SP for Stussy. OP11. SP for Shirahoshi. Probably the weakest of them all. Then we have the... I don't know what the fuck that is.
It's a Rayleigh.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah. The Shanks looks... Oh.
It's aura.
You know what? He looks like Link from Legend of Zelda. That's the issue. And then the Sanji.
Sanji.
Very nice. Very good SPs.
And also
Probably
like,
the best SPs so far. Maybe
Yeah.
the worst manga so far. Manga looks like
yeah, it looks bad.
whatever. Bro,
It looks bad.
When they run out of ideas, they're just like,
Put a Luffy in the manga.
throw Luffy
Yeah,
in the manga.
Throw Luffy in the manga.
How
yeah.
many manga Luffys have we had?
So there's a Gear 2 Luffy, that's a Snake Man, and there's the Gear 5 Luffy, there's the OP09 Luffy. So far it's 4?
Yep.
Yeah, it's 4 right now, out of 12 sets, if you want to count it.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's just too many. Oh, isn't the Luffy... That's the new manga, too. The newest manga is Luffy.
Yeah,
For
I
EBO
counted
too.
that.
Okay, yeah,
I
yeah.
counted that in.
Yeah, just throw a Luffy in there. It'll be good.
But they decided to put Bonnie in a manga and it doesn't look good.
I'll be the first to admit, as a Bonnie lover, yeah, the manga's bad.
It's... I think
The card is also like okay.
It's not bad, but it's not good enough that you want a manga.
No, you want
right?
you want the
SEC.
SEC altar.
Yeah.
That one looks amazing.
But sometimes the manga has to be like so good that you want it, like you
Yeah.
feel good having it.
Yeah.
Not like some card that is just okay, right?
The OPO9 mangas had that for me. The OPO9 manga was fine.
I think the only good one is the Shanks. The Shanks looks very cool.
Yeah, the Shanks looked really
Yeah,
good.
but the Luffy looks kind of stiff. It's kind of like,
Luffy's a little stiff.
yeah, and
The
then-
buggy is
yeah, and Blackbeard,
Not
I'm not a
great.
big fan.
Yeah.
Not a big
No,
fan of
no,
Blackbeard.
no.
Who
We're all good.
we'll take it.
Appreciate it, brother.
Yeah. I mean, Blackbeard,
Yeah, is everyone still playing?
I think we're waiting on one or two more matches.
Okay.
Yeah, that was just a quick game from
Yeah,
Whitebeard
that was
there.
fast.
Yeah.
Before 10 dawn is always rough. That game could have ended before 10 dawn.
Yeah. Yeah, and the funny thing is I asked Swindle and he was all lost. He's like, "How can I go for game there?"
Brother, I'm trying so hard to be nice this week.
We figured it. I told him how to.
Okay, that's
Yeah, we
good.
figured it
We
out.
figured it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Alex also convinced him that yes, you can go for game.
Yeah.
So
No dawn up. Literally nothing that he could
yeah,
have done.
already used the
Already used his
the
ability.
ESO ability, and then showing no counter with taking 5k, swinging a 5k, right? From the 5k swing, you should have known that he has no counter.
That things are not going well.
Yeah, things
Yeah.
are not going well.
I mean, he had like
Yeah.
12 cards in hand, so it probably looked pretty
Yeah,
scary.
You're
but
right.
It's just like, hey, if you know that he's taking a 5 and taking life that early for that little of a swing, you're probably good to go all in. That's the thing. I think, and I talked to other players about this as well. A lot of One Piece players fall into the trap of planning out their turn and thinking about their turn the entire time that they're doing things, and they're not focusing on what their opponent is actually doing. Like in that turn, this is just an instance, not flaming, but in that turn, right? If it's most likely that Swindle was maybe thinking about like, okay, I need to do this, and this when he swung 5, right? And so he's not paying attention to the fact that he just took his life to a 5k swing. And I find a ton of One Piece players do this. They're not thinking about what's actually happening in the game. They're thinking about what they're supposed to be doing with their turn. And the same is true when your opponent goes. You're not thinking about what your opponent is doing. You're thinking about what you need to be doing next turn. And that's fine to like plan your turns out, but things change.
Yeah.
Like the gameplay changes depending on how your opponent is going to react. So being adaptive and making sure that you're seeing everything that's happening in the game, super, super important.
Yeah. Just
Yeah, I
You
find
have-
that happens a lot.
you have.
I do it too.
I mean, it's not wrong to have things planned out.
No.
Like, okay, this is what I want to do, but
But you got to improvise.
also
adapt.
when you do something and then they react a different way than you expected,
Mm-hmm.
you also have to, this changes things, right?
Right. Yeah, I mean, if you're swinging 5 and you see your opponent who has to take a life after every single turn, take a life,
Yeah.
you're probably thinking, huh,
Especially from a 5k swing.
yeah,
It's-
he's not giving
yeah.
me 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah. Come on now, right?
Come on now.
Especially knowing that you have, I think it was an 8 and then 8 swing
Yeah,
left, and then
yeah.
he took a 5. That's a kind of a yellow signal there where you
Right.
have to,
It's like, oh,
yeah.
I could probably just go face you.
Yeah, even if he counters out of 8-8, you're
Doesn't
in a
really
very good
matter.
spot.
Yeah, you're still in a
You're
good
asking
spot.
for a lot of cards there, especially with your Karasu, minusing your leader back to a 5. An
Huge.
8 swing
Yeah.
will at least get a red beam
Hate
or
that card.
2 2Ks.
Yeah, yeah,
So-
it's true. So yeah, being adaptive is a big part of One Piece that I think that players haven't. It's still a relatively new card game, right? Like in the grand scheme of things, One Piece is a very new card game. And if you think about like top Magic players, those players didn't actually get very good at the game, I would say, until 10 years down the road, right? That's when people started really popping off in the scene. For matches, and it sounds like we're getting into our next match here. But people didn't really understand the game for years, and I think we're kind of experiencing that now, especially since we have so much we have like a lot of influence from Japan for so long that we just did whatever Japan did.
Oh.
And now North America is kind of shooting its own path because of
We never did.
the bans and everything.
We never did.
Oh, dude,
It's
everyone just played
yeah.
Japan.
We never did. It's like, what are they doing?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Japan has an interesting meta. But now that we don't have to follow their same curve and things are like super unsolved in America, it's interesting to see.
Yep. Yep. We
Ooh,
did get the
Odin?
Kozuki Odin and the Edward Newgate.
In Newgate.
So yeah, we were hoping for a different outcome here for the Newgate, seeing that he had barely any counter last turn.
Yeah.
Last match.
It was unfortunate. It was
Yeah.
definitely unfortunate.
Usually they just
We got to give Bro a little bit of time. Bro is baked out of his mind and needs a snack. So
Yeah,
you can
he's
see him in the
eating that.
background there just huffing down some popcorn. He really needs it.
Yep. He's like.
He's like, man,
yeah, I need it. I need this. Oh.
Oh,
What?
he doesn't know that he's on camera. He does not know
disrespecting
he's
the
on
mic.
camera.
Yep.
He's dancing for us. Give us a little dance, bro. Give us a little dance. No, 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 don't tell him. Yeah. Look at him. Look at him crip walk. Hey, yo, while you're out there, grab me a yellow popcorn. Okay. Yeah. Says get your mat off there. Yeah, get it, Ro. Get it, Ro. Get it, Ro. That's funny. I love Ro. Ro's just drumming to his own beat, man. Let's go. We got popcorn up in this bitch.
Himalayan gold.
Yeah, this is the good one though because they put actual butter in it instead of the other one, which is just like olive oil. You don't want olive oil. I'm not that healthy, brother. All right. Ro gave us a little dance, a little shimmy, a little shake, and we're getting into the game here shortly. I'm gonna just mute my mic for a little bit so I can eat.
Yeah, it's a little ritual here from Bro, just to win the game here. He's like, okay, I'm just gonna here chill, have fun. Yeah, you can see from his deck choice that he's here to have fun, Yeah, just
Yeah, Ro is one that does not give too many fucks, and I appreciate that about him.
It's interesting choice of words there, Chris. Could have said that way more nicely.
I'm LDS.
What? Throwing out some flames here, I see. Are you having a little ASMR here while commentating?
I put my mic up. I don't know about you. It's gonna be a quiet last game. Sorry, guys. I don't feel too bad. I'm tired.
Yeah, going to 5th round. I mean, we're just hoping. I think this game might go fast because of how Whitebeard just keeps taking life every turn, and they're just not a fan of the 9-beard because it's considered slow, I guess, because you just wanna play rush buddies and then swing at them, and then just hoard cards to counter out of.
Yeah. I don't really understand Odin or his gameplay, but I don't play a whole lot of red-green, and I don't really know this leader very well. But Land of Wando.
There was a trigger that activated last turn that wasn't supposed to activate. A Karasu against Pepino. So Karasu 5 life. They have to be like I don't know, but yeah, we already fixed it. But
Oh.
I'm gonna yell at you guys.
What?
Ken didn't say shit.
Alright, no, we're good. I'm gonna keep looking at some of these games, alright?
We just saw there's a trigger, and then we're like, oh,
Trigger.
trigger. And then, hey, yell at the guy who played the deck. We're no Battle Betty players. Are you a Battle Betty player?
Fuck no.
Yeah. We're not getting blamed for this. Blame the Battle Betty player.
taking no blame. Looks like 6 in the lead here.
So Kozuki Oden is, if you have a 5-cost Land of Wano character, and then when attacking, if you attach a Dawn to your leader, you will get +1. So you're a 6k leader basically, until the end of your opponent's turn, I believe.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
So I can see why it's good into GP Luffy, because you're both at the same standings there, a 6k leader. Okay. Tapping 2 Dawns, searching with Momo here. Why is the chopper rested again?
There was a 1 cost of 2.
Oh, I see.
He swung. I can't believe he's swinging into the blocker. That's crazy. I guess it did a job.
Roy's just chilling up there, snacking. Same like us here.
Snacking right
Yeah, we're all snacking right
A
now.
little snack hour.
It's been late. Have you had dinner?
No.
Yep. No, none of us had dinner.
I didn't
It's
even have lunch.
Bro didn't even have lunch.
My breakfast was a large coffee.
We're living the unhealthy life here, I see.
Yeah, dude, it's been rough. I haven't gone to the grocery store in like over 2 months.
Hey, I'm new to the game. I like watching pack openings, but I want to learn how to play. Just hoping to pick up some strats up from this stream. Yeah, of course. So we stream every Tuesday. Brolic Games. You can drop us a follow and turn on the notifications, so you will get Of course, you will know when we stream, and then we will also be streaming this Saturday. We're gonna be hosting a huge Treasure Cup event here, a 32-man Treasure Cup, at Layton, Utah. Make sure to tune in, and me and Chris will also be streaming, commentating for this Saturday's Treasure Cup.
You've unfortunately caught us during our snack hour. We're both snacking it up a little bit, but we do appreciate you being here. If you're trying to get into the game, I think that the best way of doing it is to go to locals personally. Make sure that you're going to your locals. Don't worry about winning or losing. Just go in there, make some friends.
Yep.
The best way to learn the game is to have friends with you.
Yeah, most of the people
This
here...
is a very community-based game.
Yeah, I believe they're very friendly.
Everyone,
Yeah.
everyone I've usually met at locals is you're gonna find friends. So make sure you check out your own locals. If you don't have a locals, come and join the Sunday free games with Brolic. You can join our Discord. We host a free Sunday morning game.
Yeah, webcam tournament,
tournament.
so you don't have to leave your house for
You
it.
never have to leave your house. It's
Yep.
just webcam based. And if you're learning the game, everyone who plays in those Sunday tournaments is very, very relaxed. So you can just come in, ask questions.
They're
hang
very
out.
chill, except for the child.
We don't talk about
Yeah.
the child. I'm getting fucking mommed while streaming right now, and I'm getting mommed about my eating habits. That's crazy. I mentioned one thing that I didn't eat. Now I'm getting mommed off of my mind.
So, and also, if you want to pick up the game, what you need to understand is the game consists of a leader. So, 1 leader and then 50 cards in your deck. And you also have 10 Dawns. Dawns is basically your resources. If you take a look at your left top corner, you'll see like numbers. That's the amount of Dawn you need to play a certain character. So it's basically your resource to play a...
If you don't have any cards right now, go and pick up a starter deck.
Yeah. Starter decks are pretty good.
Starter decks are awesome. They're cheap. They're like $20. You're gonna get Dawn. You're gonna get an entire deck, and you're gonna get a cool leader
Yeah.
that is a little bit alternated.
Yeah.
And they're easy to find nowadays.
If you want to check out cool...
Starter decks I recommend. If you're playing out of the new set and you're able to find it, pick up the blue Dofi deck list.
No. Ludofi is kind of out of the meta right now with GP.
But still good.
It's still good.
It's easy to learn. It's good to play. Well, I mean, what other starter decks are going to give you that much value?
Maybe Purple Luffy, I'd say.
Purple Luffy also
Yeah. Purple Luffy starter
also a
deck.
really good starter deck. You do need Gum Gum Giants though, is the thing.
Yeah.
Dofi is one of the blue Dofi deck is the one deck that you can buy, play right out of the deck box, and have an okay deck right out of the bot. Yeah, I would just pick up a blue Dofi one. And you might want to pick up two, just so you know you kind of need two starter decks in order for him to work properly. Because the starter decks only come with two SRs of each.
The SRs are the important
So in order to
cards
have
you need.
four, you do have to have two starter decks, or just talk to some locals. Most people have opened those starter decks. They'll be happy to trade or share cards with you or whatever it is.
Join the Brolic Discord, and we'll be happy to help you out there.
To help you out. If you do join the Discord, just ping at Chris Fox or at Rio. One of us can help you out. We have plenty of cards we can help you with.
Yeah, we're happy to help out new players. Okay.
I haven't been watching much of this game. I'm going to be 100% honest. I've been snacking. I've been yelled at, and it looks like it's already over.
Wow.
Pepino really did not find the
Rad beams
counters or the rad beams or really much of anything in either one of his games. Poor guy.
Ro is just chilling, eating popcorn, and then swinging at life, and then he got the game.
Pretty easy. Yeah, so if you're looking for starter decks, check out Blue Dofi or Purple Luffy. Both of them are really, really good. And Purple Luffy you can really make very meta viable by just picking up 4 Gum Gum Giants.
Yeah, and then also if you're thinking of decks other than the starter decks, you can check out our Brolic YouTube. We also post a deck list.
We do all the deck lists.
Yeah, and then also there's people explaining what the deck does, so
Yep.
you can kind of pick it up there, like what do you want to do with the deck.
There's
like
voiceovers.
Yeah, how do you play the deck, and also there's also gameplay voiceovers, right?
Yep.
So yeah, you can just watch it, and then Abe's
awesome.
Yeah, Abe's awesome.
Abe takes a lot of time to make those very, very friendly for new players. And we also do deck list check-ins. So whoever wins each week, we check in with their deck.
Yeah.
We do a breakdown of each one of their cards and kind of explain how the deck works. And then, that gets pushed into a video as well. So definitely check that out. But happy to have you here. Make sure to drop a follow. Anyways, guys, that is going to conclude our Tuesday night games. Ro was able to take it in that final one. If you haven't already dropped a follow, please do. And join our Discord. I really, really appreciate it. We are going to be back on Saturday. Woo! Treasure Cup. Really, really looking forward to this Treasure Cup. This Treasure Cup partnered with Space Station is going to be awesome. It's probably one of the coolest partnerships I've ever seen. I love their setup. And we're going to have venues. We're going to have
food stands.
We're going to have players. You can come and just watch games if you want. It's in Layton, Utah. If you're local to the area, make sure to check out Layton, Utah again. That is on Saturday for the Treasure Cup. 32 player maximum. So if you haven't already tried to sign up on the Bandai app, please try. Exclamation point Discord. I don't know if that works, but I will find the Discord link for you.
So just to make sure everyone knows where it is, it's 377 Marshall Way North, Suite 1, in Layton, Utah.
Perfect. Anyways, guys, that is pretty much all for us today. Can you go make sure someone's there to cue the stream?
Yeah, of course. I'll be back.
Really, really appreciate you all coming out, hanging out with us. I will get you a Discord link. Just chill and chat for just a second here, and I'll work on getting that for you. And then if it's not, just scroll down just a little bit. I think all of the links are down there. Outside of that, everyone, thank you so much for joining us again on Tuesday night. I know it's kind of an awkward night in the middle of the week, so we really, really appreciate it. And make sure... May 17th, 11 a.m. Open doors at 10:30.
Yep.
All right. Anyways, I love you guys. Peace. 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 Let's get out of here. I want to go to bed. I want to sleep.